So... it looks like, Quentin is your turn for scribing. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm good.
And, Kuklu, this is your second week on scribe duty. So,
Quartermaster.
Quartermaster, right. So you need 2 more for your story point. And Patchwork, as the previous scribe, it falls to you.
Yeah, so I haven't put that in the journal yet, but I can summarize my notes.
Alright, could you put a... Okay, you did. You put a placeholder. Alright.
Yeah. We went back into the ruins, or the tunnels. We found out that something has been digging around, but the Boulay corpses were still there and not looking like something had been eating them. So whatever has been moving around is controlled somehow by something or someone, which is strange. So we suspect there's druids in here. We go further, disable some more runes, find some more obsidian boxes, open some more obsidian boxes. Yeah, we get into a fight with a young woman who apparently controls some Boulays. We managed to convince her not to fight us after almost killing her multiple times. She gets like the elder of her druid circle, and we talk. Quentin and him have a private talk, and he lets us keep the things we've taken from the obsidian boxes under the condition we take nothing else. And he's okay with showing us these Alcavian labs, so Quentin can find out more about his stuff. Yeah. And we've been staying like outside of the ruin tunnels for the night with Nymphy.
Alright. Yeah, so that was, I believe, Nymphy and Kavlin.
Kevlin, yeah. That's the elder.
Kavlin was the name of the druid. Sorry, give me 1 moment here. Alright, so... It is the 69th of fall at 8 a.m. I believe you had just long rested.
Yep.
You have Nymphy who's been staying with you, I believe the druids had agreed to, due to your heritage, they're going to actually allow you to pass by into the ruins area, which Lyra was very excited about. So, what do you want to do? The hobgoblins are still there near... Oh, wait, no, sorry, wrong game. No hobgoblins here. It's just you in the cave.
Wait, hobgoblins? What? We dealt with that.
Yeah, you chased
That was
them
the real hint.
You
That was
chased
the
them
real one,
away in this
guys.
game. Other games they
Right,
are
I'll be like,
allied with.
Let Quentin handle this. Quentin will go red fire Drake and burn them all. Scare the shit out of them. Cool, yeah.
Like I said, in
right,
other
so-
games they are more allied with their people. So
Maybe those guys are more contrary.
Well, in fairness, we didn't kill them. We quite happily sent them on their way.
yeah,
After killing a lot of them.
Yeah, well, we're not perfect.
it happens.
We're work in progress.
Yeah, this game I believe you are allied with Blackwater, and you've chased the Bloodhand and the Iron Tide away.
Yes, the Bloodhand, Iron Tide agreed to
you
leave,
guys
and
went
allied to
full,
Blackwater is negotiable.
Yeah, you went full scorched earth on the Bloodhand. You killed what's her name?
Cithro.
Yeah.
But to be
Oh,
fair,
yeah.
she attacked first.
To
Oh,
be
yeah.
fair, like they attacked first. We didn't like just go fuck you.
To be
Anyway.
fair, she's the one that messed everything up.
Yeah, they were just different.
And also,
And also, we had Daranu on our team, so
Yeah, I mean that's probably the real
Mm,
thing.
mm.
It was
I think that
no
was the
no
biggest.
prisoners, yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
that
the
was
biggest
that was. Go on.
deciding factor.
Yeah,
That was a scorched earth policy. It wasn't us. It was Daranu.
kind of, yeah.
Okay,
So
well, do we
yeah,
want to
what do you
go
wanna do?
the ruins then? We want to go the ruins.
and actually
Yeah.
at this point,
This
I
is
think
the
I'm
old
just gonna
for me and for Lyra, because Lyra really wants to go.
give me a moment. I think I'm just gonna reveal this map at this point since the hobgoblins are gone anyway. There's no point.
Isn't it revealed?
It is for us, but not for
sort of.
Sue and Carly.
There, now it's revealed. So
Yeah,
yeah,
because I thought I had explored everything.
yeah. I mean,
Well,
you
yeah,
had, but
kinda did.
yeah, I just figured I'd reveal it to
Karen.
everyone since you're all
Karens.
here now and there's no one here with you.
Well, no, it wasn't Karen. It was.
Well, no one is here with us, but
You
No, I
know
was gonna
what
say, who was? What was your face you were then when you were the? I can't remember his name. It was his birthday.
good talk.
Klimtok.
Couldn't talk there. We are. It's too many names. Anyway, shall
But-
we?
It was a
go
weird
on.
mix of Trisha, Karen, and Klimtok.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your, multiple personalities.
I love it that Ku Klux and Charlie have no idea what we're on about.
Well, we
Like,
haven't
what?
exactly had any opportunities for no one to show up.
No,
so.
No, it's basically Elise's characters basically gone in there and pretended to be orcs and tried to seduce and
for,
assassinate people
for
all at
those-
the same time.
For those not in the know,
Elise
these
is
are all
only-
no one's personas. She's taken on quite a few.
Elise,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Elise is only one persona.
I've definitely picked up
Aw.
that.
She's tried to seduce them, get them to take their armor off, and then assassinate them because it lowers their AC.
It's
It
true.
worked.
It
Much-
works, yes.
Much to Patchwork chagrin.
No, that's an issue with the player.
Yeah, I know.
I don't
And
accept
I think it's
it
because
too much.
no, I think it's also because she wasn't sure where it was going to stop, and then it's like, no, just to get the AC down. It's not anything like that. It's just like, oh, cool.
So,
Yeah.
To make killing them easy.
Nymphy would look to Quentin and say, I think they're all ready to bring you down if you still want to go into the ruins. And,
Yeah.
Lyra would
Yeah,
say,
I'm
of course we
guessing-
do. Just and then
I was
like,
like,
oh,
I'm guessing
my
Lyra cuts in
apologies.
before I even say anything.
Yeah, she.
Oh no,
she
that's
would-
fine. Like I know wizards have a hard-on for research.
She says, well, me more than many, but yes, generally my type do love our old, dusty ruins to
Yeah.
explore.
I mean, don't get me wrong. As a druid, I love a good forest as much as the next one, but you know.
He says, well, I've actually heard of these Alcavian labs, and I'm very curious to see what the reality is versus the story, because they almost have a mythical quality to them in the tomes I've read. Like all
But
these
as we're
weird
going-
experiments performed by the Tharian Arcanists and Rune Masters.
I was gonna say, as we're
Really?
going, can we be questioning Lyra about this stuff? Because I'm like, part of me is very intrigued. Like, what do you know about them? Like, how old are they? Who were the people that did the magic? Give me details.
So he would say, well, these were I didn't actually know that this cave connected to the Alcavian labs, but I knew they were in the area somewhere. As I said, they were lost a long time ago and almost have kind of a mythical quality to them. Hang on, let me change maps here. There's just supposed to be a lot of research that was done by the old, like I said, the Rune Masters and the Arcanists that apparently led to some strange breakthroughs. And all the knowledge was kind of stored away in them, but it was lost long ago. Like, I believe it was even before the Cataclysm, the way into this place was no longer used. So it's a bit of a mystery as to what happened there.
So, were the Alcavian mines labs
Labs.
created by the rune shapers, or were they older?
They are supposed to be. I believe the Therians created them, though. It would make sense. Now wait, did you tell Lyra about your connections to Nightweather?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I've
So-
not told any. I'm
So
keeping that very quiet.
she would say, I'm very curious as to what it has to do with you and these druids, though. Yeah, it's weird because this was more of an arcane lab, not something that druids would be interested in. Although, if what they say is true and the lab is releasing strange energies in the area, then, well, I don't know. Maybe the natural effect of this lab is something that drew them here.
Oh,
Those
she
natural
knows that.
energies.
She knows that. Oh God, what's her name? What's this one's
What's
name? There we are. The Twilight Dwelve come from Nightweather, or are linked to Nightweather City. She knows that 'cause they said it in front of her.
Yeah, but you said she doesn't know about you.
No, she doesn't know about me, but she'd
Yeah.
know about the Twilight Dwelve.
Well, it doesn't seem like she's making that connection. Oh, and actually, I got
Okay.
her a new picture, so let me add that. One moment. I was redoing all the character portraits.
I still miss Neil's thigh highs.
Oh, I redid Neil as well. I made
Okay.
him more true to his original picture, so he doesn't have a
But
shirt.
Thigh-high
did you maintain the thigh highs?
As best I could. You guys can maybe let me know what you think next time you meet him. Alright, sorry, give me one moment.
I'm feeling a lot of pressure that Quinton's gonna have to go and meet Neil just for the photo.
Should I be on the map right now or no?
You would be kind of towards the entrance as you're just
Okay.
coming in.
Oh, she's a half elf.
Yeah.
I think she's a high elf.
Oh, sorry, yeah, she should be a high
Wait.
elf.
High elf.
I don't know why
No,
that
I
says
misread.
half elf.
I'm sorry, I'm tired.
Yeah, she's a high
Oh,
elf.
okay, it is high elf. I was like, what?
That's
Half elf.
understandable.
Yeah.
So you are walking through this place.
I can't see anything.
Oh,
Okay.
well,
Oh, you're right.
you would have to. Oh, do you have a light
Yeah,
source?
never mind. I'm gonna cast light.
Okay.
I forget you
Let me
can't.
get the
No,
lamp.
actually, we can theater of the mind this at this point. So, you enter the place, kind of go down the halls a bit, and once you reach the boule area, you would notice the bodies are gone. Kind of that first area where you were attacked, and you would see
What?
Kavlin kind of waiting for you there. He says, now, wait, did you give me your group's name?
No one's business.
Okay, he says, welcome, no one's business. Are you ready to head down?
Ready as I'll be.
He nods and gestures towards the ground, gripping his hand in a fist as the dirt just kind of parts, creating a small tunnel, and he begins walking down into it. He says, follow me.
I really. Quinton just be like, I really need to learn that spell.
He says, unfortunately, I don't think you will be able to do this, as your bloodline is draconic. Not related to our people. This is something special our druid order can do. It's not really learned as a spell as much as, just a power we have. Much like your dragon
Okay.
breath, I imagine.
Yeah, no,
he's saying
that-
as he's walking, by the way.
Yeah, I'm following. Yeah, no, probably. Too bad it wasn't something cool like weather control or weather related. Oh well.
So,
Says the whinging druid who's returned to dragons.
So he leads you through the tunnel for a ways. He comes to a point where the earth clears and it leads into a very old-looking hallway. History 12 might tell you something about this.
Ooh, I will roll a history check. Let me just find my computer.
I'll see if I can remember anything. I'm not trained. Is that still not alright?
You can roll untrained, you'll just have less information.
No, never mind.
I'm also untrained, but I'm not gonna try.
Okay.
It's a -2 to even try it.
I have a neutral one, at least.
So, this architecture looks Therian to you, Elise. Very old tunnel. Partially collapsed, but still in impressively good shape for how old it is. He leads you into it, and he starts walking down a stairwell.
Now were the tunnels that were under Char, they were Therian as well, right?
Yes, similar in construction. So this must be just another one of the Therian's underground areas. Seems like there are a lot of them.
Have you come across, and I wanna go up to Kavlin and I wanna describe to him the subway tunnel? And just like, have you come across any rooms like that?
I can't say I have, but my people have mostly kept to this area. That might be a rune elsewhere in the world. I mean, the old Dwarven Empire had quite a few underground areas. He says, we are only familiar with
I'm
this
wondering if... I see.
But after
All right.
going down the stairs, he leads you into sort of an antechamber, which has a bunch of bones in it. And looks like across the room there is a door that has several runes etched into it. Kavlin would say, careful, approaching the door will trigger its defenses. He says, my people have left this alone, but I thought maybe you being your heritage, you might be able to approach. Still, know that it is dangerous to attempt to do so. If you have a way of disabling the magical traps, that might make it safer, or you could risk just approaching.
Are you aware of what it does?
Kuklu kind of just starts walking towards it.
Wait.
Huh?
Don't walk towards the magic trap.
Nah, it'll be fine.
I would like to grab her by the scruff and hold her back.
Alright, so as you're attempting to approach the door, yeah, Patchwork kind of grabs hold of you. Are you going to try
Unless
to
you want
resist,
to
or...?
dodge.
Grapple check.
She kind of would. She doesn't like to be grappled like that. So.
Like, eh. So, you aren't going to resist, you're just going to kind of stop as she's holding you.
Not, she is gonna resist, but she would stop moving after being grabbed.
Alright.
No, but if Kuklu appears, if she appears to really not want this, Patchwork will let her go. It's just.
Alright,
This
so,
like serious. This is just.
PvP.
yeah,
This is just kind of an older. Imagine it as an older sibling kind of thing.
Kuklu is kind of grabbed for a moment, but then Patchwork, seeing, I guess, that you're uncomfortable, would just release you. The druid would answer and say, I don't know exactly what the traps do. As I said, my people have not tried to go towards the door, but we have sensed powerful magics on it. We have basically acted as guardians of this place. Others have tried to dig through the ruins above to get down here, but we've repelled them with our Boule and Ankeg pets, as well as a couple of others that inhabit the caves underneath. He says, I'm taking a bit of a risk letting you in there, as the energies from the lab do supply my grove with power. Magical power, that is. So, I just hope that whatever you need to do doesn't disrupt that.
We'll try to be careful.
Elise,
Odds.
are you able to tell what kind of traps these are?
Am I?
So you think detect magic could give you the school? It's hard to know what they do without approaching and doing identify, which would probably trigger the traps.
Could I possibly do like an Arcana check to see if I recognize like the symbols or anything?
So there are 4 symbols. What's your perception?
You know what it is.
9. Give me an active perception check. 10. All right.
10.
It's kind of hard to see them from here. They're not all that big. DC 20 Arcana might tell you something. Okay. So the first symbol looks like it might have something to do with the psychic attack. You can check the second one if you want. The second one makes you think of some sort of evocation trap. Maybe some kind of explosion or magical, just something that might deal damage.
Right. And you said there was
There's 2
4
more.
of them?
Yeah.
2 more?
You're not sure what the third
I don't
one
know.
is.
And the 4th?
Yeah, so you don't
Don't
know
know.
what the last 2 are.
Do you want me to ritually cast detect magic?
Yeah, right now you are about 30 feet from the door.
Do they seem reactive like the other ones? Like, kind of the closer you get, the more they start like lighting up and stuff.
Well, these haven't lit up yet. They don't look the same, but yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell. You could approach it and see if they light up, but they could just go off if these are more meant for defense and less for a warning.
Are these or is the door open, or
No, the door is sealed right now. You don't even
is it like
see
a
keyhole.
big door?
Yeah, it's like a 10-foot entrance, like 2 5-foot doors, kind of closed. They look like they are stone
Yes.
doors, but yeah, there's no handle
would
and there's no
more-
keyhole, which is a little odd.
I would more suggest maybe a dispel magic.
Well, these could be of a higher level than the ones in the tunnels, though. I think we should, prior to trying that, we should maybe try to find out what they are and how they work.
Wait, don't. You have ways of getting around the runes anyway, so can't the way you get around the other runes get you around these? Nymphy.
She
No,
says
he's-
these are different. These are not like the exploding ones in the cave. We can't just
he
bypass
said
these.
so.
Okay.
I think he
Let's
said
try
that they
this.
tried that already.
Hey, Nymphy or Cav, can one of you conjure or summon up a animal?
She gives you a bit of a look.
Uh,
She says,
Just a small one. I don't need a big one.
Says our celestial guardians are gifts. Are you saying you wish to send one of them into these traps? Oh, anyway,
Yeah.
she says I don't actually have the ability to summon animals. And Kavlin would he would say I would not feel good sending my summons into danger like this.
Can Kukla kind of just make a stealth check to kind of just slowly start walking over to it while everyone's just doing it?
Give me a wisdom save.
Okay.
DC 20. Oh wow, good roll. So the rune would
Why would
light
it
up
be easy?
as you all see Kukulu kind of stepped forward as you were talking.
I'm running away. I'm running away. I'm running in the opposite direction from it. Just like, what's this?
You feel psychic energy kind of running through your mind. Whatever it's doing, you're managing to hold at bay for the moment. What do you want to do? You want to keep
Kukulu
walking
kind of just
toward?
looks. Kukulu looks back. It's like, oh, it's just giving me a slight headache. It's fine, and steps forward a little more.
Yeah, and then he goes bang
Uh,
with the massive fireball. Get out
I
of there.
don't know if that is a good idea, my friend. You want to keep walking?
Ta-
I'm not sure if I can. If you die over there, I'm not sure if I can get over to you to revive you.
So yeah, Kavlin would say,
Get it back.
we don't know what these defenses do, and like
This
kind
is-
of saying,
I'm gonna throw a. Can I throw a javelin like about 5 feet away from them? See if it triggers.
like at the door.
Don't.
No, at the floor.
Oh,
Like 5 feet
throw
away
it-
from the runes.
Throw it kind of okay. So the javelin.
To see if it's like motion activated.
Kukulu's not very smart, so.
All right, is she gonna keep walking towards it?
She's gonna take another step toward it, yes.
I
Alright.
can't help you if you.
Don't you have healing word patchwork?
So you throw the javelin. It just kind of flies through the air. It doesn't seem to trigger these. Kukulu. You see the second rune like kind of lighting up. It doesn't fire right away though. Do you want to keep walking or
How far away would I be at this point?
you're
Probably like-
15 feet when the second rune lights up?
I've ran 30 feet, by the way.
You're like already back up the stairwell.
I'm
Yeah,
going
well-
to. I'm going to step just close enough to include Kuklu in my aura of protection, so I'm right behind her, but just within range, 10 feet.
So you are okay. So you give her the aura. The first rune is still glowing. So I think for 15 you'd be 25. So you're out of range of the influence of the first rune.
Okay, good.
But you.
Yeah, I'm going to stay as close as I can to
Okay.
maybe do something in case she goes
Look,
down.
I've got healing word. If this goes wrong, I can heal them. So just don't get damaged.
Yeah, I've got it too, but we don't know if the rune can go off multiple times.
So
Just
yeah.
watching intently.
Is
My bad.
Kuklu gonna keep going or?
I'm gonna roll for that, cause of all everyone chanting like back fuck up. She's debating on it. I'm gonna make it
Mhm.
higher 14. She keeps going, or higher. No, sorry, 10. Above 10, she'll come back. I'll make it. So I don't want her to.
Okay.
Is the 10 included in that?
Okay, perfect. Huh?
Never mind.
All right. So does that
Is it,
mean you're
what I
backing
meant
up?
is 10 and higher, or higher than
Yeah.
10?
Higher
Alright,
than 10.
So I guess
She
Kuklu
listens
kind
to everybody
of,
and starts backing up.
Yeah, it's now like everyone's like, yee, as like all these runes are like, she's like, oh, I guess I'll back up. All right, so yeah, you back up
I
and
guess I'll listen to that.
the or go ahead.
I'll ask the druid.
You
Have you ever tried to trigger the traps by magical means?
They
This
have
is-
triggered the trap. Someone died.
He says,
Oh.
yeah, we lost one of our druids, but we have not tried to get rid of these traps. As I said, we had no reason to go into this place. We've just been guarding it.
You,
So-
then?
How are you using the magical energies that are coming from the place if you've
Oh,
not gone into it?
He says
DM.
they are affecting the caves around this place. We find nodes of power that seem to be leaking off of it, and we've used those.
Can I
Hey,
ritually
Raven.
cast detect magic even if I don't have it prepared?
I don't think so. I think that's a wizard thing.
No.
Other classes do have to prepare things.
Because
that
I
they
don't
wanna
have
use
it
as
prepared
rituals.
because everyone else has it, and
I do.
you guys usually do that.
Yeah.
Can
What were you? Go ahead, Elise. What were you saying?
do I know if I just if I destroy the stones that the runes are written on, will that deactivate them?
It depends on the spell. The stones might
Shatter.
be protected by the magic, but generally breaking magic stuff isn't good. It just releases magical energy,
Right.
Can we
so
just?
it could be dangerous.
Wait, I have an important question.
I don't.
Yes.
Can't we just burrow through?
They
It
already
says,
tried
No, they
that.
would-
It doesn't work. Can we
It
just
says,
try to find out what they are before we do anything reckless, please?
Fine. Everyone, give me 10 minutes, and I
Thank
will
you.
ritually cast detect magic.
So,
Oh,
well,
man.
he would say, we have burrowed close to the outside of this place, but it seems like the energies keep it from being able to burrow directly into it. We have.
Patchwork looks visibly stressed.
All right. So you are casting detect magic.
I feel like
As
I
a
should have kept
ritual,
going.
yeah.
Just
All right.
it would have been really dumb. I was already halfway
Yeah,
there.
you could have died. Do you want to lose two clues?
No,
You
I
want to
really
roll a new
don't.
character that quickly?
No.
Quentin will tell you. He's been killed
Patchwork
before.
would have a heart attack if she had a heart.
Or Quentin wouldn't, but yeah. All right. So you
Rivenwood.
yeah, you do detect magic, and indeed there are 4 magical signatures on this door. One of which is what is it? Enchantment. The first one. One is evocation. One is transmutation, and the last one. Hang on, actually, not sure what the aura on this is. The last one is conjuration.
Do I know what magical signatures that these runes are are these runes are designed to trigger to? Like, is it humanoid? Is it like?
That is a good question. So far, well, I mean, you're almost sure it's humanoid because you are all humanoid, but
It's
you're not
definitely
sure
humanoid.
how it would react to like beasts or something like that. You're guessing that it
Well, I'm
would
just
trigger
thinking-
by anything, but you don't know for sure because like this isn't
I'm-
really like the cave. It doesn't seem like a lot of animals would come down here.
Right. No, I'm just thinking like, would it be like, would it trigger like with Faye? Could we send Flintwing?
Yourself.
Could we convince Flintwing,
Flintwing,
to try?
in your mind, Quentin says, "Can we send her instead?" She's not
Flintwing says
exactly
no.
a human.
Oh, do you remember that that one
How?
petrification room we found one time that might not have had an effect on me?
Yeah, but it killed a druid, so it's probably something that might damage you physically.
If it's a petrification
wait.
room, it won't work on me because I don't have flesh.
So he will say,
so
"I
Quentin's
didn't
going to
see,"
walk.
or Kavlin would say, "I didn't see how the druid died. I just know that someone said he had come down here, and his body was missing, and we never heard from him again. So I assume he died
With
somehow."
detect magic going, Quentin is going to walk forward to not as close as Kuklu went, but like heading to like taking slow steps forward, waiting for the thing that I know was the wisdom save, but he's waiting to see what happens. Taking slow steps forward.
I will prepare
alright.
healing word in case something goes wrong.
So you are trying to trigger the first rune?
I'm gonna see if it triggers on me because he doesn't know if it'll go for me because of my Druid Grove, my weathered link. I'm gonna see if it does. If I can walk through it, or if it does get triggered by me.
Alright, so... You approach, but the first rune indeed does light up. Give me a wisdom save. And I think you have your paladin's aura, right? Because you were...
Yeah,
kind of
definitely.
at the
Standing 10
25
feet
foot.
behind him.
Oh, alright, well that's
Dang.
not gonna be enough. So you you see this rune light up, and you all would see him just kind of stop and just stare intently at the rune. A moment later, he just falls to his knees, sitting there. You would notice a couple of skeletons at the 20-foot mark. Perhaps they as well were enthralled by the rune and just kneeled here till they died. But yeah, Quentin is just kind of kneeling there, like
grab him.
staring intently at the rune.
I grab him and drag him back.
Alright. So as you are pulled back, Quentin, the rune would go out, and then you would kind of like shake your head and realize, well, you don't know exactly what happened, but a second ago you were approaching the door, and now like you just see your friend kind of holding you and kind of shaking you a little.
It's like half asleep. He's gonna be, no more goat's milk. No, huh? Where? Eh? Wow, that was really weird.
Lyra
It
says,
seems
"This
to
is
attack
so-
mentally.
This is so fascinating." And she's taking notes furiously.
Well,
Well, Iris
Yeah,
care
gee,
to
why
get a
don't you go
closer
and
look.
experience it firsthand?
would
Should
I be
Would that-
able to?
Would that be
Would I
useful?
be able to guess what happens if we try to dispel one of the runes? Will that
Uh,
trigger the rest of them?
You don't think so. I mean, dispel magic generally dissipates energy safely. So, I mean, under normal circumstances, it would just destroy the defense. Though you imagine these are quite powerful, so they might be difficult to dispel.
Huh. Should I try?
And
to
we only
dispel
have
them?
2. We have 2 dispel magic, so even if we do dispel 2 of them, there's still 2 left.
Lyra
I
says,
would suggest maybe dispelling the evocation one and perhaps the what was the other two?
Transmutation, conjuration,
transmutation
and
and
the
conjuration.
psychic attack.
I suggest maybe
It's not really- Go on.
I suggest maybe the conjuration and the evocation. Try to take those
I was
out
like, 'cause
if possible.
The enchantment one isn't really doing damage, it just reduces you to a mess.
yeah, almost like something to maybe stop intruders from going in, Lyra says. Perhaps, and a guard could find them back in the day when, you know, this place was used. Though,
Yeah,
at this
so the
point, it would
enchantment
be a
one's
death
not-
sentence
Yeah,
if
but
no
they
one
weren't
woke
done.
them.
But so the enchantment one's kind of not hurting anyone. So I'd say the enchantment's the one that's the last thing to worry about. Yeah, Pashbrook, which one do you want to do? Conjuration or evocation?
Lyra would say, I could prepare dispel magic, but I need to take the night to change my spell preparation, as wizards normally
Fine.
would.
Which is the one
We'd
we
need
need
to-
less because I have not had the most success with dispelling magic.
They're both going to be pains in the ass, so pick one, I'll do the other one.
Is there a way
What
one of you
evocation
could?
and what?
Lyra says, is there a way any of you could increase her chances of being able to dispel? Perhaps with an
Oh, I
enhanced ability
can-
or a...
I could do that myself.
And I'll
Can I
give
give her
her
the help
guidance
action?
as well.
No. For this, you know dispel magic takes an ability check. So enhanced ability, for her, you'd want wisdom. And what's the other one? The cleric one.
What's the cleric?
Is
one?
wisdom.
It is, I think it's
No, the
Wisdom.
cleric cantrip that lets you give someone a d4.
bless. So you've got guidance,
Guidance, that's it.
bless, or
I don't have
enhance.
guidance.
I
Oh.
do.
Bless wouldn't do
Bless
anything.
doesn't
I
work.
can give you guidance.
Yeah.
Can I enhance ability myself?
You could. That would
Sure can.
that
I-
would make you have advantage on the check.
We've had a long rest. I forgot to click on that. Now it's good. Yeah, I will enhance ability on myself.
And I will give you guidance.
All right. So
That
you
is the owl's wisdom. I have advantage on wisdom checks.
yeah. So you spend a second level spell, making yourself much wiser as Quentin does a guidance on you, and now you're casting dispel.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
will try the evocation one.
Give me a
It will be
wisdom
level
check.
3.
DC 16.
Should I click on Dispel Magic first to subtract the spell slot?
Yes, because you have to cast it first.
Yeah, cast.
All right, so you chant as
Wisdom
you
check.
point your hand at the rune, which begins to glow. Your magical energies fighting the energies of the wall, and a second later, the rune cracks and falls to dust. As it does, a green beam will shoot out at you.
Ouch.
Hang on. Just cast this. All right.
Oh shit.
Give me a.
Ooh.
Actually, hang on a second.
Huh.
Nice.
6th level.
This will hurt.
I should have done the transmutation one first.
All right.
Probably.
So the energy blasts over at you, but luckily the dispel magic seems to have disrupted the trap, and it just dissipates as you are almost struck for 72 points of damage.
Fucking hell.
Which would have annihilated you.
Yeah, I would have been dead. That was fucking disintegrate. What the hell?
And the druid kind of looks at you. He says, "Are you all right?" As
Yeah.
the energy kind of dissipates when it hits you and doesn't actually disintegrate you.
Yeah, that was spooky. Anyone
Is that-
else?
Well, smart choice picking that rune. That seems by far to be.
No,
the most
disintegrate.
No, we picked the wrong one. We
Yeah,
picked the wrong
I
one.
took evocation. Evocation is gone. Disintegrate is transmutation.
Oh, I thought we attacked the
sorry,
transmutation one.
that was my mistake then. That was supposed to be the disintegrate
Oh.
one. Are you sure disintegrate is a
We,
transmutation?
Yeah,
It's-
yeah, it
it's
says
transmutation.
it does say
Oh,
transmutation.
okay. Why did I think it
it
was
it,
evocation?
it makes
Anyway.
something go
Hey.
from
Yeah. No,
a block
it
of
makes
things to
sense. I
dust.
thought I remember looking this up before and it said evocation, but I must be thinking.
No,
of a
I know
different
that
spell.
from Critical Role
Hey,
because
Alright. I'll
Caleb
happily
is a transmutation wizard and
But
he
yes,
used disintegrate.
sorry, then yes, that is the one you targeted if you target evocation. It would actually have been transmutation. So
So there's
the-
2 transmutations.
Yeah, there would
Just
be
a
a
little
second
heart
one.
attack, you know.
So then
Okay,
maybe
so we
we
did
should try
get
to
rid of
take out the
disintegrate.
second-
Yeah, that was the one you just poofed out. Would be the
Okay,
disintegrate
good.
one.
As long as it's gone, then I'm happy.
There is one disintegrate gone. There is a second one.
You want me to try again? I still have the enhance ability.
Yes.
Do you have the spell slot to do it?
I have, yes. I still have enough energy for one or 2 more.
Right. Let me do guidance on you again and then go. It's enchantment, transmutation, conjuration.
I go for the conjuration one.
Not the second transmutation.
You do what you want to do, girl.
Yeah, which one
You
do you
do
want to
you.
target?
Well, considering the DM thought that disintegrate was evocation, I think the transmutation is not the same.
No,
don't
it's
you metagame me. How dare you.
Yeah, I think it's a bad idea. I think we're gonna die really terribly.
as the DM quickly changes the spell to
I
disintegrate.
think I just gave Kuklu another drinking problem. It's like,
Cook was just like
you would've-
sitting in the ground, just like jaw open, like, oh.
If Patchwork was
What
able to get drunk, you would have given her a drinking problem at this point.
Does Kuklu know what disintegrate is?
I mean-
my
Does Kuklu
apologies
just-
for any
disintegrate?
PTSD this adventure causes.
Realistically, does
Kukli doesn't
Patrick
know
even
that.
realize that it was disintegrate, or does she just
That's a
think
good
that there was
point.
a flashy,
So
Oh yeah.
Arcana 16 would
Oh, geez.
identify what that spell was.
Yeah,
Can I
no.
do that too?
Yeah, anyone can make a check on this.
Yeah, I want to get
No,
it on
We
there.
entered the rave. We entered the rave zone.
We're
It's
just like, ooh, that was
pretty-
cool.
Everyone's like, ooh, pretty green lights, and Elise is like, oh my god.
No,
Yeah,
that's not-
Kuklu like points at it. It's like, ooh,
You're
green
not
light.
gonna
Why can't I
celebrate.
just?
It's like a
So
disco.
Why
whatever
can't
that
you just
was,
activate
it
the
was
rest of
close,
them?
and I don't think it was good, but I don't know what that was.
I want to see
Yeah.
Flimpwing nose. Hang on.
Well,
Did
Flight-
she get Flipwing
Flightwing's
too?
like, I don't know.
Nope.
That was pretty, but
Pretty light.
didn't seem to kill her, so
So-
that's good.
Lights. Lisa's just like, oh my god.
Alright,
Since
so
we
yeah.
know one of the 2 transmutation runes was damage dealing, and I targeted that one.
Well,
I
Does no
assume the
one
other
tell
one-
you what that was?
No.
Oh.
No.
I
Elise,
assume,
Jeez,
Elise
alright.
just takes a step back.
So I guess you don't know what that
Google it.
was.
but would I notice that with my 16 insight?
With
I mean, I guess no one could do a...
my passive 19 deception.
Nope.
Yeah, you
then-
probably would know then, yeah.
I mean, Patrick is spooked too, so yeah, that's fair. So,
Yeah,
so since we
Quentin
know the
will
second
cast
transmutation one is
guidance.
not damage dealing one, as Quentin
We
told
don't
us.
know.
idea. I just
Well,
know
we
that
said
it's
it was
enchantment
psychic
transmutation.
attack, evocation damage, transmutation, and
No, no
conjuration.
invocation. No invocation.
But that's what he
The-
said, so we know that 2
Yeah,
of them,
but he thought.
we safely know
But
that 2
DM
of them
thought
deal damage.
evocation was.
It was actually
Yeah,
both
even-
transmutation. That's what you would have detected it as. That was my
Oh,
fault.
yeah,
So it's enchantment, transmutation, conjuration.
Yeah.
So you did the first transmutation on, I'm saying, the left side, and now you've got the second transmutation on the right side. So Quinton will do guidance on you, see Elise back up. Might not know why, but he's betting on survival instincts and backing up as well. With Flipwing behind him.
Seeing as everyone
I
is
think-
backing up, I
I
will
think
probably do the same.
Okay.
like
Kuklu's just like eyes open. It's like, it was a light show. Why y'all being afraid?
That was pretty.
Well,
Go ahead.
Quentin has a good sense for these things, and he's backing up Zyme as well.
So you
Yeah.
begin casting the spell magic again, I assume.
Yes, I'm still deciding on which one I'm targeting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just let me know.
Give me one.
I love that you're like, Quinton's
Shit.
got good survival instinct. No, it's just anything bad, fucking run away from.
And
No,
your
run!
but Quentin, it was
paladin
just a
is
pretty
still
light though.
bravely standing at the 25-foot mark, I assume, for his aura.
So
Yes,
since
very bravely.
Alright.
Yeah, okay, I will stay near Charlie. So since I know that the transmutation rune reacted aggressively, I will gather my courage since I don't know what that was and target the second transmutation one.
Alright, so once again, you point your hand as you begin
Guidance.
to concentrate. You would have advantage.
And you
And
have
the
guidance.
D4.
And the D4, and I can re-roll with story.
Oh. The DC would be 16, so you can roll your
Mm.
D4.
4. Add the 4. Add the 4.
Come on,
Yeah,
let's get a 4.
can I still do the re-roll after I've done the D4?
Yes. You get one reroll.
I
Alright.
will.
No!
I will do a re-roll.
Alright, story point used for the rest. Oh,
No!
Oh, no.
22.
Wait, no, 22.
No, 20.
At advantage.
Alright,
22
so once again, the rune kind of dissipates, exploding into energy, and you would see Patchwork start to change shape a little
Oh,
as she
fuck.
begins to stiffen up. Hang on. What's this do?
Is
Yeah,
this the
that's-
paralysis? Stone skin? Flesh to
Oh,
stone? Yeah.
wait.
I need a con save with advantage.
I don't
Hang
have.
on, Can you?
I
Yeah,
th-
can you be turned to stone?
I think it would. Or wait. Oh, okay.
If the
So,
target's
no,
body is
never
made of
mind.
flesh.
This would not
I am not
affect you.
made of flesh.
Yeah, that's called out in the spell. So yeah, this would not affect you. So yeah, you kind of feel it, the magic washing over you, and you feel really weird, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Again, DC 16 would identify what this is.
Yep.
This I think is what is this? What? This is Druid,
Druid spell.
Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard. So actually, Nature as well as Arcana might identify the spell. Again, DC 16.
I got it anyway.
Oh fuck.
Not one.
Okay. So yeah,
I-
you would recognize the spell as it dissipates. 2 of the runes are now gone. And at this point,
That's really
something-
lucky, Patchwork.
something,
I told you. I
odd
told you.
But
I
I
knew
feel like
it.
we've seen this
I
before.
knew it. I
Oh shit!
Oh.
Wait,
There
Oh.
is
Something's
a
coming.
little pulse of energy from the door, and like a floating globe of light appears. It would hover there for a moment and start pulsing as a voice comes from it. It says, "You all are dispelling the defenses of the Alcavian Labs. This will not be taken well by the Runemaster Council. Please desist these attacks on our base, or you will be punished, possibly incarcerated."
please, you're good at talking.
Excuse me. Do
This is
you
your only
respond?
warning. What do you say
Is this
to
a
it?
recorded message? Is this a recorded message, or are you a sentient being?
I am. Let's see.
You would like
my,
to speak to your manager.
My name is Demi. I
Quentin.
am a dwarven energy magical intelligence. I am set to watch over the labs, assist users, and keep defense of the labs while they are under attack. The labs are currently shut down due to abyssal invasion. No one is permitted in for your own safety, as well as the safety of the outer areas.
I see. Well, is
And
the
Lyra
abyssal
is just
incursion
furiously
still
scribbling in her
happening?
book right now. Sorry, what'd you say?
Is the abyssal incursion still occurring?
There are abyssal creatures still within the compound. Until they are
I see.
cleared out by the rune masters, it is dangerous for any to enter. Please leave this area.
Well, you have to understand, it's been several thousand years since the Therian Empire has been destroyed, and I don't think there are any rune masters anymore. But if you would like, my group and I would be more than happy to help you with the abyssal incursion.
Quick question, because I am looking through my notes with blanking. Do any of you have one of the Rune Master rings?
no.
Did this group find any of those?
No?
I think
Are
we
those-
found one. We found one on the dwarf that was hidden
Wall of
behind the
Force.
barrier that we never got to lower. Yeah.
Yeah, we have to go
Yeah.
back.
Well,
figure that
she
puzzle
would.
out.
So as you say all that to her, she would say, "I don't understand any of what you are talking about. My answer stands. None are allowed in here until the alert is called off by the Rune Masters."
Do you know what year it is?
She would say, by my calculations, it is the 69th of fall, approximately 9:45 a.m., 11:57 of the 13th cycle. The Rune Masters, well, actually, that's all she'd say.
Wait, what year did she say?
Never said a year.
She said 11:57 of the 13th cycle,
Oh yeah, she did. Sorry.
which is the correct date. So she seems to know
Yeah,
the date.
it is the correct date. Hi, sorry to interrupt, but out of curiosity, how long has this abyssal threat been going on in the Alcavian labs?
So you step forward. Give me an Arcana check or a Nature check, DC 10, as you talk to it. Okay.
Quentin?
So, what did you ask it?
I just asked it how long this abyssal incursion had been going on.
The Abyssal Incursion has been in effect for approximately 1100 years.
And surely the Therian Empire would have been able to already come and deal with that incursion by now, if they were still around, right?
She says, I do not understand what you are saying. Please ask things in the form
And
of a
basic-
question.
I don't
Fine.
think she's.
Fine, here's my question. If the Therian Empire was still around today, would it have took 1100 years for the abyssal threat to be taken care of?
She says, there is a very distinct possibility that it would take 1100 years to deal with such a threat. Such choices are left to the Council of the Rune Masters.
Right.
Could we please speak to the Rune Master Council?
Attempts to contact the Rune Masters are not currently functioning. It seems that the hollow point within the tower is either unpowered or has been destroyed. You would have to get in touch with them physically.
Hollow point?
So then, what's stopping us from continuing to dispel these arcane traps?
She says, your sense of decency and a self-preservation instinct, as abyssal forces are quite deadly to humanoid creatures.
Are there abyssal forces behind this door?
She says, the labs are currently infested.
We could help.
Can you look inside the labs?
You asking her that?
Yeah. If she has some kind of way to survey
She
the labs
says
from the inside.
The abyssal forces are under surveillance. Several portals were opened about 1100 years ago, allowing the creatures into the labs. They are now closed, but the infestation remains.
I have a bit of a proposition. From my understanding, it's your job to protect these labs, correct?
That is the purpose of a demi.
So it would be in your best interest to get rid of these abyssal creatures?
That is a decision that must be left up to the Rune Masters.
Okay then.
Alright,
where
guys,
where-
everybody. Now,
And at this
There
point,
was
the
there-
demi bulb would just kind of wink out. Bloop.
there was a ring, a Rune Master ring, in the tunnels underneath Char. Now, we were unable to figure out how to get to it, but I think if we went back and spent some time there, we could probably figure it out.
Lyra says, why don't we just
If we get that ring.
dispel the last trap and go in? Doesn't seem like this demi is anything but like an answer or question answering device. Quite fascinating.
My only
one at
concern.
that.
It's very interesting, yes, but my only concern is that what if the Demi has control over the artifice of the labs? And
Well,
it would be much if we have to fight abyssal creatures. It might be worth being friends with this Demi rather than being enemies. It's easier to fight one enemy rather than two.
well, isn't it a 3-day journey back to Char? It seems like quite a lot of work. And do we have a way of getting through this this force field that you spoke of?
I think we can come up with a plan.
She says,
I'm just
well,
offering it as a suggestion.
well, I shall. I'll leave it up to you all, but I mean, I feel like we could probably just walk in if we took out the defenses. Now, the abyssal creatures, those are a whole other thing, but I'm not sure the Demi is going to attack us when it's already. It seems like a weird thing to do if the place is already under attack by these demons.
Won't their, like, I guess their defenses in there already be destroyed?
That would be
If
my
the abyssal's
assumption.
still in there?
Yeah, if they couldn't clear them out, they probably were destroyed trying to. Kavlin would say,
Can even
or go ahead.
survive for 1100 years without sustenance?
Give me a Arcana check on demons.
With the can I do religion?
Guidance on
No,
myself.
demons are actually Arcana.
God damn it.
So,
Nope.
you know that many outsiders, such as like angels and demons, when taking form on the plane of Gaian, like the bodies they inhabit don't require sustenance the same way an organic one does. So they can actually survive indefinitely without food or water. Now, it's not necessarily actually I'm not sure about on their own plane. I think it's the same though. I don't think pure celestials or like devils or demons actually need food or water.
That's too bad.
Yeah, so they wouldn't have starved out, unfortunately. They'd just be very bored if they were trapped in there.
Man. Thing is, if we disable these last traps, can they come out?
Yes. These traps are the only things that have kept them in there for 11,000 years.
Lyra,
1,100 years, however long.
Lyra thinks for a moment. She says, Demi, are you there? And the little light pops in and says, this Demi unit is here, yes. She says, is the first room of this compound inhabited by demons or abyssals? And she says, the first room is sealed. There are no demons present within it, but the adjacent rooms do have demonic presence. She says, thank you, Demi. And would say, I think the first room might be okay.
Are there, Demi?
And
Demi?
Demi winks back in. Yes.
Are there, throughout the compound, are there any other runes or traps, like arcane traps, that that would cause an issue to us?
The defense systems of the labs are active. So yes, there are traps within the various parts of the compound.
That's why I'm suggesting we go back for the ring.
Are you able
Is because
to
I
tell...
think those runes are attuned to the rune masters.
Demi, are you able to tell roughly how many abyssals are currently in the labs?
She says, you do not currently have the permissions to do a sweep of the laboratory. This information would not be available.
Demi, dear, I have a question to ask. Say we found a rune master that was encased in a wall of force in an old ruined fortress of the Therian Empire. Do you know how we could get rid of the wall of force?
It says, the Wall of Force spell can be taken down by a disintegrate or the caster losing concentration. Other than that, there are no ways to breach a Wall of Force.
What if the caster cast a spell and died?
This would break concentration, she says.
Then it has to
The-
be.
Is there any way-
enchantment.
The other...
Is there any
I
way
think
that
I-
they...
God.
I'm thinking that, do you remember those pillars? I think those are the things that are maintaining concentration. I think if we disrupt those pillars, then we disrupt the spell.
Can we ask Demi since we're here?
I
what
want
I
to
have is-
describe the pillars to Demi and just say, can you please explain to us what these are?
Give me an Arcana check, DC 20.
Guidance.
Alright, you do a quick blessing. You are describing...
Let me roll a d4 on top of that.
Sure. You already beat it, but if you really want 28.
28.
She says, it sounds like you were describing the channeling pillars within the Halls of Tarsus. Is this what you were asking about?
Yes.
She says, the Halls of Tarsus are an installation that does have a hollow point, but that hollow point is currently not functioning due to lack of power. The Halls of Tarsus do have a defensive system like the Alcavian Labs, most likely using permissions from the Rune Masters at a hollow point, or some sort of offensive disintegrate spell will take down any type of wall of force that is being channeled by the defensive system.
So if we
Hollow
add
as
more
an
magic,
empty?
if we fix the hollow point, then we should be able to remove the wall of force.
If you have the needed permissions at the Halls of Tarsus, then this is something you could do.
Are there any demis at the Hall of Tarsus?
The Hall of Tarsus is also monitored by a demi, similar to myself.
Interesting.
She says, for quick transportation, you can use the hollow point within the Alcavian Labs to teleport to the Halls of Tarsus. Did you know?
Really?
She says,
and would you-
unfortunately,
would
the
would that
compound
give
is
it-
locked down due to abyssal invasion, but once it lifts, you can teleport, assuming the 2 points are powered.
And is the point in the Arcavian Labs currently powered?
Currently, it is, though there is an obstruction that must be removed.
So what do you guys think?
I definitely think go back to Char.
Lyra says, but
Perfect.
this place sounds so cool.
We can
Right.
be back in 6 days,
6 days.
maybe.
Lyra's
And once
pouting.
we clear,
maybe.
Lyra's
out,
pouting a little.
once we clear out the obstruction, you could come back anytime you want.
Go now.
But you don't tell Blackwater. You don't tell Blackwater about
Wait,
the
what?
Alcavian Labs.
Why wouldn't I tell Blackwater about this? He's funding our trip. There could be secrets of Isaac in here that will help us with our journey.
Maybe, and when you find them out, you can tell him. But until then, no.
Give me a persuasion DC 20.
Oh shit!
You better crit.
Can I? What is it I can burn to give myself advantage again?
Inspiration, if you have it.
Operation.
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Can
think
I
of-
like help Quentin? Can I just like mimic their voice and like
What
help
do
them
you-
with this?
Well, what do you could say something to Lyra to make a check as well. If you want to try to persuade her. I mean, mimicking his voice, saying the same thing probably wouldn't be very persuasive, but you could make an argument. Although I don't think you know much about Blackwater or why she shouldn't tell him things.
I don't want.
But someone else
You
could
don't.
say
I just
something.
think he's a dodgy fuck.
Alright, well, with the 16, she would say, he's my employer. I mean, he's paying for all this. I think he should know about what we find. But if you really think we need to go back and get, what did you say, that ring from the force field? I mean, I will make the journey. It just seems like a lot of time, and I feel like if we just take down this defense, we can maybe deal with the demons ourselves. We'll still probably
My
have to
only
fight them.
concern-
But also the defensive measures inside the lab.
She nods
They
and
would
says,
they would
"Well,
also target us.
we, I mean, I assume they'd be similar to these runes. Couldn't we just use more Dispel Magics to get through them? By tomorrow, I could
Yeah,
have
but then-
Dispel Magic
then-
myself.
The
And we
issue
use up all
with that
magic
is that
for,
then
like,
we're
the-
using.
We use up our magic
Exactly.
for the first few rooms, and then we're helpless if we encounter any demons.
Wait, are you sure that there are defenses inside?
That's
Demi
what the
said so, yes.
that's what the Demi said. And she says, "Will this? And do we know if this ring will even make us immune to the defenses? I assume we'd still just have to turn them off."
We're
Might
not
be
sure,
Something.
but I think this ring is attuned to the Rune Masters in some way.
She sighs and says, "Well, I will defer to your wisdom on this. I just feel like It would be quite the trip.
No means no, Lyra.
She shrugs and says, well, like I said, it's up to you. I don't have any way of quickly getting us back to Char, so we'd just be walking quite a bit.
How many of us are there?
7? There's Flintwing, there's Lyra. Is Shock with you? I think Shock is back in town.
Yeah.
Well, he fought with us a couple times.
Oh, over
Unless he
here?
left. Yeah, in the cave.
All right, so yeah, I'll just say Shock has kind of been quietly observing then. So that would be
No.
8 of you.
No, I can't do it.
Flintwing,
Oh,
Lyra,
okay. That'd be
Shock,
too many of
and the 5 of you.
I was
How
thinking
many-
I could go
how many
dragon and
people-
fly us. Oh, wait, I could do that.
Well, maybe
What
the whole
spell is
party
that?
doesn't have to go. Maybe only a few of us.
I can polymorph one of us, and I can turn into a flying dragon.
How long can you be a dragon for, Lyra says.
It's half my level, which would be 3 hours.
Well, that might cut down on the time a little. Flight does make it quicker. But, like I said, if you all really wish to go back, I will, of course, go with you. I just am a little disappointed. I really wanted to get in there and start taking
Oh.
notes.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
understand that.
Shock
It's-
says, I
And
don't know,
this is-
Lyra. Sometimes better safe than sorry. Finally chiming in.
And this is not a no never. This is a not right now. Not until we're better prepared.
Flintwing would say to you in your mind, Quint, what is this we're getting? Some sort of magical item?
Flintwing hears in his head just like, it's a ring so we can get past the defenses, and yeah, it's potentially a magic ring.
Just like a key item. The Fey people sometimes use things like that. Interesting.
Yeah, key.
Alright,
Oh,
so
wait, that can be a large thing.
Shut up, Flinkwood! Shut up, Flinkwood!
you
Flintwood,
can't
you
hear.
suck!
You're not in. You can't hear me. You shut up.
I know.
You can't hear me.
Out of curiosity, if I turn into a large creature, how many of them can I fit on my back?
One. As a large, you could have one person on you.
Okay.
And it would also kind of be based on your strength. But yeah, I believe you could probably only have like one person riding on you. Lyra says we could just walk if that's easier.
Yeah, we'll have to. I
don't-
can't get it back.
Yeah, if we can only like fly like a couple of people, we'd still have to wait anyway. All right. So is that the plan? Are we taking a trip back to Char?
I suppose.
Quick
Awesome.
one. A quick one. Unless anybody else has any objections. Like this again, this is just like an idea. I don't even know if it'll work.
No, I
think-
would rather not take down the barriers until we have to. Because I don't want to unleash them on the druids living above.
Yeah, let's make this as easy as possible.
Maybe we could get into that vault.
Maybe we can
Yeah, I mean,
reactivate
like-
the hollow point with the channeling pillars.
Yeah,
Yeah, we could
reactivate the hollow
probably
point.
teleport back. Maybe.
All right.
Maybe we shouldn't transport inside the labs with the demons running around, but it could be a returning point.
Yeah, I mean, you might have to end up fighting the demons anyway, because you don't think the ring's going to help you deal with those. But
Yeah.
No, but it
The
might
ring-
help
I'm not
worried
with the
about-
defenses.
the ring might open more options because the DM mentioned it.
Yeah.
All right.
DM
So,
said
Hint,
something
hint.
about a ring and we latched.
what about
Hint, hint,
Charlie and
nudge, nudge.
Kuklu? Do you two have any opinions on this? You haven't really said too much.
Yeah, I'll stick with the party. I'm definitely interested in abyssal creatures.
Yeah, as a
yeah.
paladin, you're pretty intent on ridding the world of those for good reason.
Yeah.
How far does that divine sense of paladin go? Like distance?
Divine sense.
Like the,
Well, it
like where you can.
Well,
sense.
he
It-
can't do it,
it can't
through
get
walls.
through.
Some good stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, it
it's
doesn't.
kind of
Okay.
it's kind of just good for finding vampires that are trying to.
Yeah, it's good for
Pretend to
finding
be.
things that are like hiding in plain sight, usually with illusions or, yeah, like vampires. It's not something that can detect through walls.
Too
Or
bad.
Faye, if she had Faye.
Yeah, or
I'm
Fae.
I'm so thankful you can't sense Faye.
Well, I don't think you count as a Fae, do you?
Yeah, I do. I do.
I thought you counted as a humanoid.
No, I count
Or
as
is
a Fae.
it both? I'll have to look up Changeling.
I think it's
It's
I
both,
think
she-
it's one of those fuzzy. It's
It
one
is
of those
both?
fuzzy things
Okay.
where like where it comes to like sensing things, I'm Fae, but when it comes to like spells that like hit like for like that like hit humanoid specifically, I think it's like I'm humanoid. I don't know. When I look up changelings like for the player race, like it says I'm Fae, so
Alright, I mean, I can always look at it later, but I thought you counted as humanoid or as both, but in any case, you
I think
are-
it's both.
yeah,
I think it's both, because when we've done hold
Either
person,
way.
I said Faye, and you're...
so you are making a trip back to Char then, is that right?
yes.
Yes.
The journey
Yeah.
should take you 3 days. The road shouldn't be too perilous. It's just nature at this point. You guys are all high enough level that most things of nature wouldn't even pose a threat. So the big thing is food and a survival check. Do you have some way of providing food, or are you using rations?
I'll hunt.
Okay.
I
What
can
is,
Yeah.
provide good berries if we need.
so what is your wisdom modifier, Quentin?
5.
5? Alright, so yeah, you can provide 9 days worth of food as long as you're in an area where you could sustain. So yeah, your hunting should sustain the group for the trip. Give me up to 2 survival rolls for the group. Whichever 2 of
Yeah.
you want to lead the trip.
Quentin and me, we have good wisdom.
Oh, there's one.
So Monsters of the Multiverse says that I am Fae.
Oh, that's a monster stat. That's different from the actual
Okay.
player race.
No.
I'd have to look at the book from where, because I don't. Does the race come from Monsters of the Multiverse for
Yes.
PCs?
For players? Yes, it does. Well,
Yeah.
there's two.
One
There's
is-
Mordenkainen Presents Monsters of the Multiverse, and then there's Eberron Rising from the Last War. And Eberron doesn't specify. Doesn't specify, but Mordenkainen does.
Oh, do you a changeling?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it does look like it says Fae. Alright, so maybe I was wrong about you being both. Alright, well.
Yeah, Hold
So,
person doesn't go on you.
Doesn't matter.
Patchwork.
Look at mine, that's
Purple.
20.
Yeah, Patchwork
Woo.
is doing pretty good as the party is led through a 3-day journey. I'll say you actually do it in 2.5 with that roll.
Nice.
So you would get back
Nice.
to Char.
Hey.
I don't think, and if you guys want to, those of you who have the possibility of doing so, you could do downtime stuff on the road if you have whatever your project would require. So I'll leave that up to you. But there's not too many
I'll
things
do
you could
my
do while
best.
traveling, like learning a language, learning a tool. That would be about it.
I'll do my celestial thing, meditating.
Okay. So
We
it
should
is
Take
now.
a quick break.
Yeah, hang on a second. So it is now the 71st of fall at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And yeah, we can take a short break if you need to as you
just
arrive
wanna
back
take
at Char.
I just need to take Otto out.
Alright, let's do a 10-minute then. Yeah, I guess it is 12:30. It's about halfway through.
Awesome.
Yeah,
DM?
I was worried. I was worried that Kuklu would get disintegrated. Would feel bad if she just died.
Yeah,
I was worried about Patchwork.
I mean, hey, I almost got disintegrated and turned to stone. What a day! It's like the opposite of each other.
Yeah, Kukulu, don't do
But at
stupid
least-
things. We like you.
We already encountered them.
Kukulu has a 7 intelligence. They're not smart.
Well, as long as you got that backup character ready.
Wait, can you have a 7 with point buy?
No, don't you
Yeah,
run away.
how's your intelligence so low? I thought they
Oh.
started at 9 for each of them, or 8.
8.
It's
I think-
8.
Oh,
Eight's the
so
lowest you can go.
Yeah, I don't think you should have
When-
a 7.
when I made the character, I didn't realize this until last session when you said, "Oh, it has to be through the point by like through HP and stuff." I was like, "Oh, I made my entire character through rolls."
Okay, so yeah, then you'd have to redo your ability scores.
Yeah.
'Cause it would
Do you
be-
want me to do that real
But
quick
we-
through the break?
Yeah,
found
if
a-
you could. I mean, it's pretty easy to do. The point buy system is fairly straightforward.
We found there's actually a point buy calculators online. There's one pretty good one. It's only
Yeah, if
I
you want to
can
give her
give
that
you
link.
the link if you want. I use it. I always use it. So,
Yeah, the problem with rolling is for the game side of this, you can get some pretty disjointed character
I'll
scores.
put it in main chat. I hope that works.
Like some people can get really good characters.
Oh yeah,
and some
it
can get really
works. It's the
crappy
right
ones.
one.
So-
I always use
It
this
works.
calculator. It works pretty well.
OP.
It shows you the total point in the bottom right. It can't be more than 27. Sometimes it will show like 28 of 27 or 29
And
of 27.
remember, you
It doesn't give you a notice if you've gone over the 27, so you have to watch out for that.
yeah, I think you can only go up to 16 on any score when you start, right? Or is it 17?
15?
Yeah.
15 and
No,
then
it's
you
max
have
16.
race bonus. Max 15.
Max 16.
I thought it was
15
max
cost-
17.
Oh, no,
It's max
15.
15.
No, max
No,
17
max
with the
15.
+2 racial bonus.
Yeah, that's what it is. So, like, you can
Mhm.
do, shoot, I can
Um,
just look at point buy.
One time Patchwork did some research in the library in Char, and I still got 2 pieces of lore I would like to trade in because because of the
Alright,
the
you
message I sent you
could,
with where I talked about backstory stuff.
you could go back to the library and try to use the lore to look something up. Hang on, I'm looking at point
Oh,
buy
I thought when I researched, I already found out 2 things, and I can.
Yeah, so you have the
decide what
books
those
ready to
books
use the
are when I-
lore. You just have
Alright.
to visit the library to do that.
Then I would like to do that when we are in Char and doing some downtime.
Alright. Where's the... Oh my goodness. I just want character creation PHP. I very much dislike the compendium sometimes. I'll just look it up on the internet.
Yeah, we should have finished this. We should have finished this dungeon before we left.
Yeah, but-
we got
but
bored.
We didn't know how. We thought it was for higher levels.
Well, Raven said that we would have been able to finish it. We just like didn't.
I
We
did
could go
not
back
know
to the
that.
book. We could go back to the book.
It is 15.
Oh, where Shan disappeared, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can
Oh,
put
man,
anything
I
up to
missed her.
15, but
Shan
then,
was
yeah,
cool.
you have your racial that gives you up to +2. I think +2 in one stat and what, +1 in another? Is that how it works?
Yeah, I have a +2 in Dex and +1 in Wisdom.
So you can change those. I kind of do the
Yeah.
was it the Xanathar rules where you can
Like you can
basically
decide yourself.
yeah, if you do like the custom
There is-
way, you can decide
you can-
yourself. You just have to do a +2 and a +1 in like
when you do
one score
select
and another.
race, you can choose custom race and decide your racial bonus yourself.
Well, she's going to be editing her stats directly at this point because she's already gone through Character Builder. But yeah, so you can decide
on
where
the
you want to
on
put
the
the
website, I
+2
showed
and the
on
+1. And at 4th level, you gain another +2. So you can you also have to remember to put those two somewhere. But yeah, your base stats, none of them should be able to go above 15. You can give yourself an 8 intelligence if you want.
Okay.
But yeah, the 7 is a little low. I was thinking some of your stats were kind of high for the point buy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that at the time.
Oh, it's fine.
I was
probably should.
when I started playing Patchwork, I also rolled my stuff, and then I had to change it also.
Like I said, I used to do roll, but I feel like it could create like a disparity in player ability. Like if someone just got lucky. It's nice because it gives variety of character scores, but I don't like it because it sometimes can create super characters.
Sometimes someone will get 18 at level 1, and that's kind of ooh.
And it takes away some of the what's it called?
Progression, growth.
No, the strategy of character design, because a lot of things require a certain level of like ability score, and if like you just roll high in them all. Yeah,
kind
but
like
yeah,
managing?
if you roll high in them all, then you can basically like just do any armor, do anything you want. You don't have to strategically choose like which scores you want to up and down. So, it kind of takes away some of that the strategy if like you just have high scores, or it makes it even worse if you have all low scores because then you can't do anything.
Yeah, I have to say by now I kind of prefer the point buy stuff over the rolling because I rolled a 3 before and that was kind of bad.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, no worries. I wasn't trying to like shame you or anything. Anyway, since we're on break, I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back.
Yeah, but the same thing happened to me. I had rolled values before, and before Raven told me that I have to use point buy, so I had to change that too.
Mm-hmm.
Hair.
I'm back.
Hello.
Hi.
Raven just left, so we still have a bit of time left.
Gotcha.
Have I told you guys about the crazy gunslinger build I made?
You
For a
mentioned
potential
it,
character?
but I don't know if you went in detail.
What's it? I think it's 11 fighter, 3 artificer, 3 ranger, and 3 rogue.
I have to send you something.
I kind of want
This
to
right
play
here.
that character, but I kind of picture that character as non-binary, and I kind of struggle to use other pronouns other than she, her, because that's what I'm used to. And in German, we don't have neutral pronouns. We only have she and he. So that would be kind of difficult to roleplay for me. But yeah, we encountered a flesh to stone rune before, but we didn't try to trigger it with Patrick. We had the theory that it wouldn't work on her, but we didn't want to take the risk, and now we know it works. We got kind of lucky that I was the one who did the dispelling of that, I think. Yeah.
Alright, I'm back. What did I miss?
Nothing much.
Litman needs to stop insinuating that Elise is not human.
But you're not. You're a fae.
Right, but he's not supposed to tell people.
Hey, you can't hear what he says and Quentin said.
He agreed.
You've agreed to a lot of stuff too, and you've like done what, 10% of it?
What have I agreed to? I don't remember.
Have you never lied to
I gave-
anyone?
I gave him the pearl, okay? I held
I
up my end of the
remember
bargain.
you have tricked quite a few people.
Yeah, so?
Oh, I'm just saying.
It's only a lie if people notice.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
And you don't notice, so you don't know what he's saying.
Ugh, rude. I both hate and love this Fey Dragon.
He is fine with that.
Is Quentin back?
I'm giving
Are we all back?
I'm giving Kuklu a sec to check out her stats and see how she wants to do.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
at least.
keep it like that.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like, you
generally
know, for
people
the-
try to, with Warlock, they generally try to max Charisma just because most of their stuff is based off Charisma, but that's definitely not how you
Mhm.
have to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm level 7 and my wisdom is still at 16, so
Yeah, the good thing about it is it does dictate your difficulty challenge scores for your spells and your spell attacks. It's all charisma based.
Yeah, with a Hexblade, it's just all charisma because everything goes off it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so that's
Hexblade
why.
changes it to
Yeah,
everything is charisma.
Charisma and Constitution would be good. Two good things to max out.
Yeah, but that said, like, yeah, there's no definite way you have to do it. All right, so I think we're all back. The group has decided to make a trip. Oh, is Charlie here? He's been kind of quiet.
Yes.
Okay. So
Sorry,
the-
I'm just
Also,
eating.
Quentin.
no worries.
Also, Quentin, were you saying something?
Oh, it's alright. Yeah, no, I've messaged you, it's fine.
Okay.
Alright, so the group has made its way back to Char. Of course, the people are happy to see you again, as the opinion of the group is surging here. You've defeated the Iron Tide, you've driven out the Bloodhand, and recently you, what was it? The Druids.
cost. Yeah.
And yeah, then you kind of cleared that undead place for them as well, so everyone thinks you're great. What do you want to do now that you're back in town?
Do we want to go into the
Patchwork, you
room?
said something about your lore. You want to go look at your books?
Yeah, it depends on whether the group wants to go to the Halls of Tarsus immediately or if we want to rest for the day and go down there tomorrow.
If you want to go do that, I can scribe some spells into my spell book.
Yeah, do that. We need to do some downtime. You go do your lore.
You
Because
have
it's 4
yeah,
4
you
p.m.
have
at the moment.
just enough time to do downtime today. You have the 8 hours would put you at midnight, so you can do downtime if you want.
Patrick will ask the party if they want to go down into the tunnels immediately or stay and go down there tomorrow morning.
I'm okay with spending the day here, if everyone else is.
Yeah, I'm good. You go do your downtime.
All right.
Right then.
Does everyone have a project they can work on?
Yes.
I want to go buy some more ink,
Like magic ink?
magic ink.
So if you speak with Doru, he doesn't have any magical ink, but he can offer to convert arcane components into magic ink if you have any.
Yeah. How much do we have in total? I have arcane commands. I have 250 on me.
So he could make that into 250 Maho worth of ink.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so he will bottle several little vials of magical ink, which can be used for spell scribing as well as scroll creation.
Okay. And then I have 120 on top of that, so that is 370, right?
You having him convert that as well?
Oh no, I just have magic ink on me.
Oh, I see. And yeah,
Already.
that would, you combine them. 120 Maho.
That's 370?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I have three third level spells.
So I
from
think
the-
each third level spell is what,
Sorry.
150 worth of ink to scribe it? 50
Yes.
per level?
50
Okay.
per level.
Yeah, so you could do 2 third level spells scribed with that amount of ink.
Okay. Do we have enough arcane components in the bag of holding for a third?
How much does it need?
She would need another. How much did you say you had? Three what?
I think I have 370 in total, but I have 3 third level spells.
So you would
We
need
have-
another.
I need 900 and is it 80?
You need another 150 for the third one. So that would
We have
be
700 Maho arcane components in the bag of holding.
okay. So yeah, you need another 80, and that would give you enough ink for 3 third level spell scribes. And that would be. I want to say that is 9 hours worth of work. I think it's an hour per level.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, if I could do that.
Alright, so you get 2 today, 1 tomorrow. So are you giving her the other 80 worth?
Yeah, I think
I
we're
have it in the.
We're
I have it anyway
subtracting
in the bag of
we're
holding.
subtracting 80 arcane components. Kuklu, do you want to do that?
Yeah, I got it.
Let's subtract the 80 from the 700. Alright, so yeah, you would have enough ink then. So you could get 2 today, and we'll say you do the third tomorrow morning.
Alright, so I'm gonna add counterspell, fireball, and fly to my spell list.
Okay. It will
Nice.
take 3 hours tomorrow morning, but yeah, we can say.
Counterspell's
That's
gotta
fine.
be great.
Alright. Does anyone else have anything they need to talk to me about your.
Yes.
I'm
Quentin,
just
you go
doing the repurposing the Bloodhound bases.
Alright, how much downtime do you have into that now?
So far, it's 15 days.
Okay. Did I give you a total for that?
Nope.
Alright, so you're working with Neil on that?
And I think Ahoto's helping as well.
Alright, I will say that Nymphy probably stayed behind unless you asked her to come with you. So she is not currently
So?
with you, she's waiting for you to get back.
Yeah.
Oh, and let me give you Neil's new portrait. Since you're in town anyway. You can tell me what you think. Sorry, give me one moment. I'm trying to upload it. Why is this taking so long? Roll 20, upload. That's the portrait. I think this was it wasn't the exact facial expression I wanted, but I think it looks kind of similar to the original.
Yeah.
Still not seeing those thigh highs.
Well, it wasn't an option.
Although I do appreciate the 8-pack.
Yeah, I didn't have
Yep,
the option
no.
to give him what's it called, like a loincloth, like the old picture had. But yeah, I think.
No,
this
I
was
think that
close.
works like with the at least trousers and the loincloth, and I imagine the boots are kind of like he's got baggy trousers on, like those monk trousers.
Yeah, exactly. So at least it
Yeah.
kind of it rang
It
true
could
for
still
me.
be above the knee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I think first thing Quinton's gonna do is Quinton's gonna go and see if we can get the tavern, because I know I've spent some days doing that about rebuilding the tavern. The townsfolk help, but I think I did 5 days with that.
oh, the
and then the next
what's
day
it
I'll-
called? The yeah,
Dark
the
water?
dark
one.
water.
Dark Water. Yeah.
Were you sold the land for the dark water?
Wasn't sold it. I asked about us being given it to help rebuild, to help
Oh,
bring.
goodness.
You were just kind
Yeah.
of investing money in it. All right. So
We are,
at
share-
this
we are
point,
shareholders.
Neil
Yeah,
would
because
say,
we were kind of what.
he says, if we're gonna be rebuilding the Darkwater Tavern, we're probably gonna need some funding. I know you guys have a bunch of money from your adventures, but yeah, we're probably looking at like at least 400 or 500 to get it back to what it was, because we have to
Let me see what I've
rebuild the
got.
whole thing.
I have. Not on this sheet. Alright, give me a second. It's on the other one. Because I didn't transfer the gold over. I have. Ooh, I have 400. So I can give you the 400 and then you can refurbish it.
Is that from your personal sheet or from the party sheet?
My personal sheet.
All right, so you give him the 400. He says, all right, I'll start working on that then. He believes it will take him 4 work weeks to get the Darkwater Inn rebuilt. So if you want to make a project for that.
I want it really. I want it like nice, not like trashy.
He says, well, I was just going to rebuild what it was. You want it to be nicer than what it was? I mean, it wasn't a
How
trashy
nice
place.
was it?
It was, it was a small border town. It's not the ritziest place, but it was fine. Do you want like a bigger place?
Which one was nicer, Darkwater or the
Maplewood.
Oh, definitely
Maplewood.
Darkwater. Darkwater was the nicer one of the two. Maplewood was more
Like,
like
Darkwater
the
was a
small,
nice one.
cozy one.
maybe go a little bit better? Because if it's going to be ours, we need it to at least be a bit more fancy, but not a ton.
Says, all right, I'll need another 100 gold then.
You literally know I gave you everything I had. I can't.
Well, what do you
If
want to
you
just
roll-
magically make this place amazing? I need money to build stuff.
Fine, build it as it is, and then when I get more gold, we'll add to it.
Says, you got it, boss.
Yeah.
And he says, let me go talk to some people. All right, so yeah, you can make the project for
Okay.
that. And just when a certain number of days pass, it'll be rebuilt. All right.
Every 4 work weeks. So.
And mention the amount that you invested, just so I know which version you did. What about... Who else needed something?
I did.
Okay, what did you need?
I would like to trade in the 2 lore points I got one time when I researched stuff.
Okay, what are you looking to find out?
Can I whisper that to you?
Sure.
Okay.
While you're doing that, does anyone else need something? Alright, so you all have your stuff. You are whispering me that. I will pass the day. Alright, so the day passes quietly. You're all kind of working on your own things, staying within the hero base. You would have to pay upkeep for staying in the town at the end of the day.
No, we don't, because we have our house.
You still have to pay upkeep for taxes and food.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Whenever you're living in
Yeah,
society,
technically-
you have to pay money for doing things within the town. Even if you own the house. And it's also, yeah, like you're, instead of paying for like the in-room, you're paying for like taxes at the end of the month, stuff like that, basically. The house puts you at least moderate upkeep. So 1 gold a day. But you can live better if you want. But yeah, the
Well,
average
I'm
is 1
skint.
gold. Are you completely out of money?
Yep.
You might have to raid the party treasury, or someone would have to give you some money then.
I spent everything getting that thing.
Kuklu.
You're what's
will
it
pay
called?
for your
You're
content.
asset rich and money and like paper poor.
I
All
can
your
spot
money.
you. I can spot you a gold for upkeep.
All right, so Elise takes pity on you, gives you a gold. But yeah, I mean,
Hey, I hunt while we're out in the wilds.
yeah,
It
no,
pays off.
you definitely save the group money. And I don't know if I talked about this, Kuklu and Charlie. For upkeep, if you don't care too much about it, you can just pay the 1 gold piece a day. You can live better, which gets you certain benefits, but that would be more expensive.
Okay.
So the
I'll
average is
subtract a
just
gold.
1. Okay.
Which, by the way, DM, I've lived a total of 19 days comfortable and 6 days wealthy.
Okay. Let me do a roll for that.
That didn't work.
So for your comfortable living, you have made 1 contact, middle class, which you can use to gain certain favors or information. But yeah, you have 1 contact as a resource, so you can get rid of the 19. You can still record it, but the amount doesn't matter as much. At least you'd start over basically for that.
Okay.
Wealthy, you can keep recording until that pays off some way.
Yeah, no problem. Well, I've been playing wealthy so that we can maintain our security system.
Yeah. All right, so it is now the 71st of fall at 11 a.m. because you needed those 3 hours to scroll scribe. What does the group want to do?
Also, how are we doing with paying our militia?
We paid them a month, so we're good for a month.
Yeah, they're still paid.
Okay. Just trying to.
Yeah, so I don't
just
think the
trying to
whisper
remember
worked,
that.
but this stuff is in chat anyway.
Yeah, the whisper didn't work. I can see it.
Yup. Well, but
Alright.
never mind. Metagaming it is.
I'll just ignore it.
It's fine.
I just won't read it.
What are the moving mountains?
Because, yeah, I sent you a message about backstory stuff because Patrick
Oh,
looked
that's
into
to do with
old
your
druid
backstory.
groves, like ancient druid groves, yeah. So these 2 lore pieces I talked to you about,
Let
like
me.
the mountains and the groves.
Let me get back to you on that, just because I'd have to refresh myself on your backstory, but
Yeah,
we can figure that
It's
out.
fine.
But yeah, what does the group want to do today? Elise finished her spell in the morning. It's 11 a.m.
Right.
What's the
Do
plan?
we want to go underground? I say
Lyra
the first
says,
3 hours Elise
I
was doing
would
that.
hope
I will
so.
have gone
You
and
forced me to march all the way back here. We better go underground at this point.
So
Oh,
it's
you're not
the
coming. You need to go.
seven-
You need to go report to Blackwater. You do. You
I
go
already
report to Blackwater.
reported to Blackwater.
Yeah. So it's the 72nd now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the next day. You guys
71st.
spent or 71st. You guys
Yeah,
spent
it's
the last
72nd.
day, and she reported to him the day before.
Yeah, it's 72nd because of traveling. I completely forgot that. I didn't include that.
All right. Well, either way, we should head. We should head to the well, maybe. I don't know. What's the
Well,
fastest route to the halls of Tarsus?
where we are, probably the Bloodhand base down here.
Yeah, this
Or
is
the
72nd.
yeah, probably that one.
Well, the well is over here.
Well's there.
Well's
All
there.
right, so
It
you're-
really doesn't matter.
Heading back into
Yeah, it
the
doesn't matter.
halls of Tarsus.
Either way, we're going to.
While Elise,
Going.
yeah, we're going to the halls. While Elise was doing her spell, I wanted to check in on how the refurbishment of the Bloodhand base was going. Bloodhand bases was going, and if I liked it. But cool. That's cool. That's
it
just stuff.
looks
about it.
okay. It's still
That's
being
cool.
worked on. All right. So you head underground into the tunnels below Char. Using your maps, you are able to navigate back to the
I
halls.
can't see anything. I've never been down here.
Can I say that I would have shown both Kuklu and Charlie the map patchwork too beforehand, so they kind of know what's going on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you look into the journal section, somewhere in there, there will be hand-drawn maps somewhere further up of the Halls of Tarsus.
So I'll pull you into the location. This definitely looks kind of similar to what you were seeing at the other place. The architecture looks very much the same, at least in kind of the form and the type. Most likely dwarven. As you enter the first room, you would see a bunch of bones kind of scattered about, and a very old-looking dwarvish symbol over the doorway. But yeah, since they haven't been here before, I will say that you guys kind of have to navigate this place just so they can get an idea of the map layout.
If you look into main chat, I drew a map with more details.
Lyra would say, did you all discover a hollow point down here somewhere? Wasn't she saying there was a hollow point connected to this place?
Yeah, but I have no idea what a hollow point is.
We found multiple pillars.
Well, she said those were channeling pillars, but I'm guessing this hollow point might be some kind of teleportation device.
Demi, are you here?
You say that, but nothing happens.
I don't think
Well,
so.
she also said that this place doesn't have power. And if
Lyra
you
says,
look
how
at
would one power a place
if
like
you-
this?
magic, I suppose. Sorry, if you look at my map, in the room in the southwest corner, there is one way that has caved in, so we didn't go further there, and there's another door there. If
There
I
is another
remember
door.
correctly, here, there's another door.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Yeah,
I
there's a door
think we
down
didn't
here.
go into there because there was a warning written on there that we shouldn't open it because something's sealed behind.
Yeah.
Right, so
So if
you would
there's a-
see...
So should we
Oh,
start with that
wait,
one, or
wait,
should we
wait,
go to
wait.
the one?
I think the warning was about demons. Let's say the demons entered the hollow point in the Arcavian labs. They could have gotten to the Halls of Tarsus through there and be locked in that room now.
Lyra says, oh, that would make sense. I mean,
Mm.
it seems a little
Wait.
strange that demons would attack both places.
There are demons here?
Possibly.
Lyra says, apparently. Why is this room all
There-
burnt out?
Kukla kind of shivers a little bit.
Oh, there was some spider infestation here, and I can't remember which one of us, but someone thought it was a great idea to set flame.
That was
to the
Daranu.
spider.
Lyra looks at all
That
the
was-
burned
Pretty sure
books
you were in
and
there.
You just see like a single tear form in her eye as she sees the
Yeah.
bookcase full of burned books.
It wasn't the best decision, I admit.
It's the commercial with the like Native American of the garbage heap, just like the single tear. She's like, you all are monsters.
like Italians and Hawaiian pizza.
Is this just like a lake or something, or a
So
pool?
when you get to
I would-
this room, I'll describe all these again because you haven't been here.
I would like to
It seems
cast light
like
on myself.
there is a bunch of water dripping in from the ceiling. It looks like it has pooled in some kind of hole here. There's also a wall kind of going across the middle of the room with part of it broken out at the bottom that looks like you can climb down into this really gross looking water and like wade through it.
You guys can swim, right?
I can't, but I have the ring of water walking. I'll be fine.
Never tried.
Right.
Just
Does
jumps in the
Elise
water.
have dark vision?
She does.
Goggles.
Oh, the
Goggles
goggles. Why
I
does she
also
have
have the
light
light.
on her?
Because she also has her her flame tongue
Um,
dagger, which
Oh, but that shouldn't be on by default, though. It's on by
hearing
default
Kuklu
for some
say
reason.
that and seeing her just jump
Well,
in.
you can keep it on by default, because I'll just pull it out and use it for the people who don't have dark vision.
So, yeah, since I hearing Kuklu say that and seeing her just jump in, Petra will kind of freak out and run over and then see she's completely fine and calm down again.
Yeah, I mean,
Right,
she's
also-
kind of dirty from going through the gross water, but she seems fine.
Also,
shake off all the water.
Elise will just prestidigitation the water away.
Oh.
Alright.
Uh,
So,
Thank you.
you get into
also,
the...
do not touch the skeletons.
Yeah, so you get
Oh,
to
yeah,
the
right.
south room here, where you would
These
see a
things
bunch
explode.
of... Well, you'd
Don't
see a dead body of a really odd-looking creature laying on the ground.
Oh yeah, that I think we fought that before.
Uh,
Oh yeah,
Mm.
Bodak.
Oh yeah.
And you would also see a bunch of skeletons just kind of standing aimlessly in this room. A small rune on each of their pelvis bones glowing, but they don't seem to react to you as you enter. They just keep standing there.
So these
Yeah,
skeletons
to
don't do
touch
anything
crows.
unless you touch them. If you touch them, they explode very violently, and we don't want that.
Lara says, "Oh, and this must be
Urge
the
to
sealed."
touch decreasing.
And we know that they explode from experience. Please don't do that. It's bad.
This must be
Understood.
that door you were talking about.
Ah, yes, yes.
Yes. Now, this door was sealed with magic, right?
Yeah, so if you go to touch the door, it still seems like there's some sort of force field in front of it, like your hand is repelled by like a wall of force.
Right. All right. So I think what we need to do is we need to charge this pillar with some spell slots.
Right, do we want to explode the skeletons like we did in the other room? Go a fair distance away, target one of them with a long-range spell or arrow or something, and then they do a chain reaction and power the pillar? Because we did that in the other room.
Is that what happened with the other room? Is that
Yes.
the pillar got powered? All right,
Yes.
let's do that then. Let's.
I
I can blast it for free.
I can do a guiding bolt for. I could do a guiding bolt from 120 feet away if that's.
So
We should not use spell slots. We have Eldritch Blast.
Fair.
Right.
So
I was just gonna say, let's
you,
do cantrips.
I think you did use spells on these pillars before, and you remember the level of the spell kind of dictated how long the pillar remained charged for. Cantrips only charged it for 6 seconds.
But
So you
we're not
could
trying to-
channel energy into it using cantrips, but you'd have to continually do that to keep it powered.
We don't want
I
to
know,
hit
fine.
the
Blow
pillar.
up
We
the
want to hit the skeletons, so the skeletons power the pillar when they blow up.
Okay.
I will walk onto
Lyra
the water.
would say, do we need all of them to blow up? Can we save some of them if they are
No.
magical
If we can-
batteries?
Oh,
If we
Hey,
hit one, the
wizards.
rest of them will go off in a chain reaction, probably.
I mean, can we move some of them?
We haven't tried. You can try if you want.
no, we have.
Um,
We've moved them
I've-
before. You
I
can move
wouldn't.
them.
Go ahead, Charlie. What are you doing?
I was just saying I wouldn't move the explosive corpses, but that's just my advice.
Well, yeah, Lyra would just say, well, I guess we could just blow them all up.
Say we just do
How
that.
Extra blast radius.
Who wants to do the honors?
I think
Hold
Eldritch
on.
Blast is 120.
Kuklu, after you.
Maybe you'll get further back.
Is it that big? Nah, I think it's gonna be fine.
No, back off, please, please. Like, go behind the pool of water, please.
Charlie, come closer to me.
Yeah, I would ask Patchwork to step within my aura.
Yeah,
I think behind the wall is probably safe.
yeah, I will come over.
I didn't even cross the water. I'm just like, nope. I'm good here.
I
Oh,
can
Pat-
still see it from back in this
Alright,
corner.
you're doing the far blast. All right. So
Mhm.
you are casting Eldritch Blast at it.
Mm-hmm. I'm
All
gonna
right.
cast Eldritch Blast on it.
2 attack rolls. Pew, pew. To fire two
Where is it? Where is it?
beams of eldritch energy.
So the
Yeah,
first
so
one-
the 21 would strike it, and it does indeed immediately explode in about a 20-foot radius. And there are 3 other explosions in quick succession. Or wait, actually, I think it only takes out 2 of them. The others are far enough away.
Say, Kuklu, don't you have Agonizing Blast as well?
I don't think she
As
does.
an invocation.
No, I don't.
Alright, cool, never mind, ignore it.
Alright, so yeah, there are 2 explosions in the room, and you would see the pillar is now glowing.
Hurry, hurry, hurry!
Oh, Clue, just wait. But Clue.
Hmm?
Just wait. Let's take out the other 2. I think.
Lyra says, why are we taking out the other 2? The pillar's powered.
Is it?
Yeah, it seems like
Yeah.
it's glowing.
Wizards can never research.
Yeah.
Is the has the door changed?
So it seems like the magical force field on the door is still there. The pillar is just glowing now.
Seems to need more power.
Does anything happen when I like touch the pillar while it's all powered?
So the symbols on the pillar are now glowing, but touching them doesn't do anything. You would also notice that the symbols on the floor going into the wall are powered as well. Lyra
Kukulu
says-
touches
Yeah.
the wall where it's
I
powered.
think.
All
I
right.
think we should explode the other 2 skeletons.
So
But
the symbols
maybe-
seem to go under the wall in the floor, like they run across the floor and down under the wall. You're, give me an Arcana check, DC 10. You would guess these symbols are channeling the magical energy to different parts of these of the dungeon,
Pillar in
like
the
almost
north.
like electric or electricity.
If I remember correctly, the pillar in the north channeled its magical power to the north into the wall.
Yeah.
Is the Lyra would say, is that pillar still powered?
We passed that on the way here. Was it still glowing?
Oh, we went the other way.
You didn't pass it. No, you're not sure.
Nah.
But she would
Give me
say,
a minute, I'll be back.
she would say, I mean,
Alright.
if we were powering this, why would it take down the force field? I almost feel like it would do the opposite, like strengthen it, right?
Are you suggesting that we just destroy it?
She says, well, I don't know. I'm not sure how this place works. And if
Oh.
you get back here, Quentin, this force or this pillar is no longer powered.
Okay.
It seems that
Can we move
the energy from the skeletons only lasts so long.
Can I do a druid craft and make like a gust of wind and blast it at it and see if it lights up different runes from the fire ones that we've seen in the other one?
Yeah, sure. So you start channeling cantrip energy into it, and it does indeed light up from the energy. Now, you have to keep doing this, but the pillar is lit while you're doing this.
Does the pillar look like it's different energy, different runes lit up to the fire one, or is it just the same stuff? Just like it just requires magic, not the fact that it's certain types of magic.
So it seems like it's affected the same way, like it's pulling the magical energy from you and channeling it into the wall up here.
And-
But it's just something you have to keep
and
doing,
does-
whereas the skeletons like were continuous.
Yeah.
And does having both pillars lit up do anything to change the door?
When both pillars light up, I guess, yeah, at this point, both pillars would be lit. There is a little poof of energy as a small glowing orb appears. And it would speak to you. It says, invaders, this demi-unit wishes you gone. The Rune Masters will come soon to evict you.
Demi, we are not invaders. We have been
To
invited
keep-
here by the Rune Masters
Mhm.
to help with the abyssal incursion.
Identify yourselves immediately.
To keep this pillar powered, I'm just gonna like have chilling touch on it all the time.
Well, it seems like
That's a
it
cantrip.
absorbed quite a bit of energy from the skeletons, so it hasn't
Oh.
gone out yet. I mean, you can keep casting energy into it, but from what it looks like, you don't have to. Like, basically, it kind of battery charged it up for quite a while.
Okay.
But yeah, the Demi unit would ask you to identify yourselves.
We are no one's business.
No one's business. Is this a mercenary group?
That's correct.
Please give me the name of your superior.
Captain Graves.
This has been recorded. No one's business. Give me your individual names, please.
Elise Hale.
And do you all give your names?
Yes.
All right.
Patchwork.
So the Demi kind of gets your identities, and she would say, the forces of what's his name? The forces of Orcus have attacked this installation, but I'm no longer detecting undead within most of this place. There are still abyssal units present. Has the invasion been repelled?
Yes.
Yes.
And do we are the Rune Masters in transit to return to this place?
Yes, they are.
DM, I have a question. Am I
Yeah.
hearing this?
No,
No.
you're too far away.
Right.
Um,
I'm going to stop casting Druidcraft because I don't know, and I
You
don't know if it's
stop,
going to affect
alright.
what's going to happen.
so suddenly Demi would wink out.
Hit.
Oh.
Quentin, keep doing that.
I'm not there. I
Doing
can't
whatever you're
hear
doing.
you because I'm
Alright,
over
so
here.
Do you
I
so I
come
need
assume,
to
back?
like-
I assume you're heading back over.
out of curiosity, if I poke my head in the fire, because I remember the fire is a hologram,
Yeah, it's
do
an
any of the
illusion.
stuff look different? Do any of those things that were written under the fire look different?
It doesn't seem like it. Everything else seems the same as it was before.
Okay. Then, yeah, I'd kind of like wander back. Just be like,
Quentin, can
no,
you
it's not.
keep doing it? We got the Demi unit. We were talking to
what?
the Demi unit. Keep doing
Oh.
whatever you were doing to the
When
pillar.
when both pillars are powered, the
Okay.
Demi unit appears again.
Yes.
Okay. Just know
We
that
will tell
I
you-
don't know what's being said.
Yeah,
so
no,
we
I
could cast
understand.
any
We'll tell
info-
you. Just keep going. We will come get you when we're done.
I
Lyra
rush back,
says,
do a
uh,
Druidcraft.
Do you think if we all went over there, it would appear over there?
Maybe.
Might.
We'll talk
I'll
to you
go
later.
back
Go
and do
ahead,
Druid
Quentin. Just get out of here.
I'll go back,
Just go away,
Druidcraft,
Quentin.
and then as I'm Druidcrafting, I then want to look into the hologram and see if the things are lit up any differently.
All right. So when he repowers it, once again the little spear of light would blip in. It would say, welcome back, no one's business. What can
Yes.
this Demi unit do for you?
Can you tell us where the Holofract is?
Hollow point.
Hollow Point.
The Hollow Point is in the main Hollow Point chambers, which is to the west of here. It appears that there is a structural impasse currently preventing entry.
Correct.
Oh, so it's not in
Uh,
the demon room.
to
That's
the
good.
west. So is it over here?
That is correct.
And what is behind this door here?
She says, abyssal presence is detected, as well as a portal.
Oh,
Interesting.
The room, it's highly recommended the room remains sealed until the Rune Masters arrive.
Can you please explain to me how the force barrier mechanism works?
She says the force shields can be summoned by those with permissions to gate off certain areas of the compound. They can be brought down with others with similar permissions. A hollow point must be used to do this, or the option to summon Demi and give her commands must be enabled, if not using the hollow point. It is currently disabled due to the recent invasion.
Everyone, I am able to cast Stone Shape, if that helps clear the way.
Yeah, it seems like we need to get back there.
I have Shape Stone prepared. I could try to clear the way.
So you could probably
Do
make
you-
a little area on the side of the cave-in to squeeze through. You would have to clear some of the smaller stone and dirt, but the main boulder, if you stone-shaped it, you could probably, like, crawl through there.
Everyone, could you help me remove some of the rubble so I can
Oh, no one just put you
reform
to
the
sleep.
bigger one?
No, I don't know why D20 keeps adding spells to my spell list.
That is odd.
I'll help.
Alright, so you start clearing the rubble. Quentin, so
Yep.
the you don't think the fireplace has changed at all. Channeling the
Okay.
energy doesn't seem to affect the symbols down there. And the fire is still just burning. The illusionary fire.
Oh, should one of us go get Quentin?
Lyra says,
I'll go get him. Oh, never mind.
So while she says, "Oh, you should stay here and clear. You're muscular. I'm not." So she would go up north, and yeah,
Wink.
a little. Yeah. Hey, hey there.
Could I, would it be better for me to use Shatter rather than you using a 4th level spell?
You don't think Shatter would break the boulder? You'd have to probably
also you
cast
might-
Shatter a couple of times. This is pretty big.
You might hit the
Okay.
skeletons.
True. Alright.
Well, also, well, actually, wait, Lyra's not there. Never mind. So you are clearing this dirt and debris out. A few minutes later, I assume Quentin and Lyra would get back. So if you want,
Hey,
you
what's
can
going
come
on?
back over here.
So there is demons and a portal in the room to the east, behind the seal, and the hollow point is behind this boulder.
okay.
Oh, and if we activate the hollow point, we might be able to deactivate the wall of force. I think Demi said.
Yes, that's what I remember hearing.
All right. So you clear a bunch of the debris out of the way. Give me a survival check. DC 12. Any of you?
I can try.
Burp. That was
Nope.
very...
I know I rolled so
got it.
bad.
Butch and manly.
Oh, no, never
Very
My bad.
badly.
My bad.
It's fine.
I just-
No, you're good. It
I was
was
eating
funny.
pork chops.
You're
Pork
good. It was funny.
chops. Yeah, I guess no one. Elise, it does seem like with the cave-in, the passageways become a little bit structurally unsound. So there is a risk of stone shaping the boulder that could cause like a more massive cave-in. But you know, you don't really have much more of a choice. It's just something to be cautious
All
about.
right.
Unless you wanted to like bring in a whole team and like put up wooden supports or something. Like yeah,
Could I-
moving the stuff around
could-
could be dangerous.
Could I shape this boulder so that it lends stability? Could I like?
Give me a survival check, DC 8. Oh, well,
Oh,
you don't think that's
Anyone
possible?
else?
Oh,
Should I
it
try?
would have.
Can
It
we,
would
can we
had
all
to.
try,
Have,
or
it would have had to have been her because she's the one doing the spell.
okay?
Fuck,
Could
I'm
make
gonna-
just
I'm
a
gonna
straight
spend-
hole through it and just, crawl
I'm
through the
gonna
hole in the
spend
boulder.
a story point. This is
The
ridiculous.
story point. All right, sure. I'll give
Yeah.
you a reroll. You just need an 8. So I just completely
you.
changed
Guidance.
you.
Guidance.
God damn it! Which is the best score? What is this?
All right. So thinking
I'm
about it a
gonna
little
use
more,
the
you're like,
guidance.
well, if I kind of angled the rock sideways here, and you think, yeah, you might be able to do it in a way where you could maintain stability.
All right.
So you're gonna attempt it?
Yes.
You can have up to 1 assistant on this. This will be another survival check. The DC will be 14.
Not me.
Gotta be Quentin.
Quentin, do you want to help me?
I'll say knowledge nature
Yeah, sure.
can be used as well, either survival or knowledge nature.
My survival's better. I'll help,
That
but
ain't
I'll
me.
do guidance
Okay.
on you.
So
I will
you
use up
and
my inspiration.
so
give
you're
myself
kind
a
of helping Patchwork. Yeah, you're fine. You're
Yeah,
guiding
never
her a
mind.
little as
Well,
she's
I will not
shaping the
use it.
stone.
I will not use it anyway.
So yeah, you make a small area that you could crawl through here, and it seems the roof has stayed intact. So you are good to pass. You want to crawl through?
Should I go first?
Sure.
I can go first.
No.
Lyra claps. She's so excited.
Love.
I'll go
Love-
in after Elise.
I love you, Kuklu, but you've seen what happens when you go first.
Oh my god, it's another. We've got two clues, another
I
guy.
mean, that
What
is
is
a
it
This-
fair,
with
this
eight
is-
people?
that is a
There
fair
was a
assessment.
chance that Kuklu could have gotten
Alright.
incinerated earlier.
Yeah,
Well, disintegrated.
100%.
but yeah.
disintegrated, like fully, like gone.
Yeah, like
All right,
dusted.
all right. Elise, I guess we'll go first.
Adventuring's no joke.
And
alright.
I'll stay. I'll make sure to stay close to the boulder, so hopefully my aura reaches past it, and then I'll follow.
So
I will
you
follow.
you are
Charlie.
all going into this area though, right? You're not just sending Elise.
Yeah.
All right.
I believe so.
Nah, send her.
Elise,
Just
Elise-
her.
Quentin,
Go ahead,
not
uh,
knowing what's.
Go
Yeah.
ahead and delete your tokens because you're leaving the area.
I say Quentin not having a clue what's going on. He's like trailing at the back. It's like I actually have no idea. Like
We told you
just
the hollow
shape-
point is behind the boulder.
We told you everything.
We said
this
demons and portal to the
story.
east, hollow point to the west, and that's why we try to. And the hollow point can get rid of the wall of force, so that's why we are going west.
yeah, but if it gets rid of the wall of force, it will also get rid of the wall of force that's keeping the demons trapped in
Is-
the other room.
Isn't
Which
that
is
a
why we have
separate-
to
isn't
defeat
that a
all the
separate-
demons.
Isn't that a separate?
And there's a
thing,
portal
though?
over there. And there's a portal over there that we have to figure out how to close.
What is it with the women in this world and wanting treasure?
Ex-
I mean, treasure's fun.
Well, do I count as a woman?
I don't know. Do you?
I don't know.
Not me being aggressive. I'm just saying, like, for you.
I mean,
like, I don't know.
Quentin's
I prefer-
always
I'm not putting pronouns on you.
I prefer
You
she
decide.
over they or it, but I don't know. Never mind. Let's
I don't
go.
know.
when you not.
You get to decide this for yourself, Patchwork.
I don't
Alright.
know.
Aggressive.
I already have enough
He's
English that
aggressively
surprised me.
supporting
Enough of
pronouns.
this tomfoolery.
Quentin
alright.
grabs Patchwork by the sides and just like, you need to discover who you are.
So you
Shake him
are
backwards and forwards.
Entering a new hallway.
Sorry,
Uh,
guys, I'm
We
back.
discovered it.
It looks like it goes about 30 to 40 or so feet and ends in a large stone door. Elise, I need to give you. You're igniting your dagger, right?
I
Yeah.
am
All right.
still
So
glowing
mark
also.
yourself as a light source. And
Where am I? Oh, there I
Patchwork.
am. I'm
Patchwork's
gonna
head
cast
lights
Mage
are
Armor
on.
myself.
Yeah, my
If anybody
lights
can't
are on.
see in the dark, I will just say, like, who needs light?
Like got it, and her eyes start to glow like a car.
Yeah, I'm casting
I'm
Mage
gonna
Armor on
put-
myself.
I love that so much.
You're casting what?
Right.
Mage Armor on myself.
All right. So
You two, Charlie, which one of you
Mage
wants to be a
armor?
light?
You could put it on my shield if you want, but I think we might have enough light.
I can see 120 feet. I'm fine.
Yeah, I have dark vision personally. So.
Oh, no, it's fine. Like I say, when you said put it on the
Alright.
shield, I got kind of confused and kind of
Uh,
excited.
Quentin, do you
Yeah?
see any traps ahead?
Right, yeah, nope, forgot. You're terrible at this.
I only see a
Leans
door.
over your shoulder.
Yeah.
It leans over your shoulder in between, like, you and Charlie, just like, don't let me go past, and looks up.
So at the
Do I see
moment,
anything?
you only see a
Any-
door over there.
I see a
Alright.
door.
Congratulations.
Wait,
I walk
wait,
up
hold
to the
on.
door.
Charlie will squint and be like, "Yeah, I think I see a door as well."
Is
So
there any
Can I
writing?
bounce?
Is there any
as
writing on the
you
door?
walk down the hallway,
This I asked you guys to check for traps.
I'm keeping
I
pace
did.
to keep Elise in the. Yep, that's why.
the hallway or the floor will suddenly open underneath you, revealing a massive pit. I need a dex
Say,
save.
For me to
Say.
see
That's
traps,
four.
you have to wait
DC
for me to
14.
be close.
Alright, so you
Ah.
quickly jump to the side,
yeah.
going flush with the wall, and do not fall into the massive pit.
Quinton just says, like, if you want me to see traps, don't run ahead.
That's fair.
If there were traps, you made a joke about there being a door, okay?
I will.
I said
walk
I
along
saw
the-
a door.
I
Well,
will
to
walk
be-
along the wall. I will.
To be
walk
fair-
horizontally on the wall.
Okay.
Alright, whatever.
Oh.
Let's continue.
To be fair, what?
Oh, I was gonna say that there was a door. It wasn't a joke. I mean, there's clearly a door there.
That's true.
Yes, we all saw the door. Also the door. I was asking Quentin to see if he could see anything that wasn't immediately
No,
visible.
But shockingly, as good as I am at seeing in the dark and with my eyesight, I don't have
Why am I
fucking
not
far
seeing
sight.
Charlie's HP on my screen?
I'm not
I'm
seeing
sorry?
my own HP.
Hold on.
Yeah, I do. I do not
Why
see
can
mine.
I see Kuklu's HP?
I can see
Yeah,
it when
I
I
can
click
see-
on the token.
I can see Kuklu's
I can
health
see
bar,
everyone.
but I don't see the number.
Yeah.
I-
Oh, you
I
shouldn't
Either.
see her health bar at all.
Yes.
How about now?
It's gone.
It's
Nope.
gone.
No.
Okay.
I can't see mine. I can't see mine.
I also still see patchworks.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see
it's
mine
because
too.
you Jaeger. Because you've Jaegered her. It's like I can see
Oh,
yours
yeah.
as I Jaeger you.
Oh yeah, when you use the mace against the
Yeah.
skeleton guys.
When we Jaeger them, we keep the. We're able
Oh,
to
you
still
still
see
have
through them.
permissions, that's why. Alright, I will
Yeah.
take that away then, because you should not be able to see her HP.
Is there any writing on this door?
Is it locked?
Yeah, so the door has some dwarven markings on it. Does anyone speak dwarf?
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
It is marked as a Hollow Point Observatory in Dwarven. And now I can't open sheets. Alright, I'm just going to refresh Roll20. Sorry, it's giving me problems right now.
Oh, I understand.
I'm going to try refreshing my stream as well, because the stream should show your HPs, but you should not be able to see each other's HPs. That kind of defeats the purpose. Alright.
Sorry, I've been ignoring it, but
I don't.
Yeah,
s-
it's
I don't
not,
even
you know?
see my own at the moment.
Refresh it. It fixed mine.
Yeah,
Refresh.
now I
Okay.
can see yours as well, so just refresh it. Alright, patchwork. So you should not be controlled by Elise. Is there anyone else whose HP you can see, Elise?
All right,
Besides
mine's
yours?
fixed.
no.
Alright, and the rest of you can't see anyone else's but your own?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
can see Elise's because I Jaegered her, but I just ignore it. I tend to.
Alright, well, I
So
can
it doesn't
just
matter to me.
take that away. Alright, so yeah, what are you going to do about the door?
I would
Well,
like
is it locked?
to listen if there's anything behind it.
So, you don't hear any noise coming from behind it. The door is closed and locked. If you try to open it, the lock would keep it from swinging open.
Don't do anything, and I'm going to look to see if I can see any traps or anything like that on the door.
You don't see any with your passive.
Okay. You're good. And then I'm going to run away a little.
I will attempt to. I will attempt to open it.
I will step back and stand. Can Spider Climb stand on the ceiling?
Alright, so you attempt to open the lock. Yes, it can.
I will
However,
stand on the ceiling.
11 is not enough, and at least initially you're unable to get the door open. The DC is 15, so you think if you give yourself 2 minutes, you can get it open with your passive score.
All right, I'll do that then.
All right, so you work
Just
on the lock a bit, and you are
give
finally
me a minute, you
able
guys.
to unlock the double
Give
door.
me a minute.
What? I thought you'd be able to open a locked door, considering it's what you do.
But
Kukulu
yeah,
mimics. Question says, yeah.
I can.
you guys
I-
give Elise crap.
I'm sorry. Why don't you open? I'm sorry. Why don't you pick these locks? Since clearly I'm
See-
not very good at it.
See, I would, but the
She just-
difference is I'm too busy looking for traps because you can't see them apparently.
Well, neither can you apparently.
Not when you
Already
run that
this
far
helmet
ahead.
on.
Alright, but yeah, you would
Oh,
get
right,
the
you
door
meant-
open.
Head helmet. Sorry. Sorry. Got distracted.
Is there another kind of helmet?
Helmet.
You've got children around like patchwork. I'm not getting involved.
Oh, man.
We've got
Alright.
children like patchwork around. We're
This
not
must
talking
be
about
like
this right now.
a British thing or
Excuse me?
something. All right. Well, so yeah, what do you open in the door?
Yeah.
All right. So unlocking the door successfully, you push the double doors inward, which a bunch of dust falls off, and they at first are giving you a lot of problem as the hinges don't seem to want to work. But you do finally get the door open, which we would reveal a large room. A couple of things you notice. The room lights up as the door opens, as two crystals on the north and south walls start giving off light. There are also 4 statues in this room that look like dwarven warriors.
Oh, fuck. It's one of these.
But
Oh
yeah,
no.
you can move over the pit safely. It just counts as difficult terrain
Okay.
because you can move
Awesome.
along the edges.
Kukulu's gonna
those
go to the
again.
south one and
Uh,
kind of inspect the statue.
I'm going
I
to
was like, if we're
keep pace.
Just don't touch anything, okay?
All right, so
Quinton is literally going to shout, "Don't touch a thing in there!"
the
One
south, the
One time we touched things and these
The south
statue-
statue seems like it's very masterfully not carved, I guess etched. Lots of detail, like even in the armor and the weaponry. Someone lovingly made this because this thing is huge, and it looks like it's in really good condition, which is also strange for how old this place is. In fact, the room as a whole looks like it's in pretty good condition.
So
Investigate the.
one time we had another travel companion, and Kai touched something, and activated a kind of statue golem, which nearly killed one of our other travel companions back in the day.
Lyra says, "Oh, good point.
We don't know
This
if
could be
Shan
golems."
survived.
No,
backs
no,
up.
she
Yeah,
survived.
no,
I sent a message to her, and she received it. She just didn't respond. She's alive wherever she
Yep.
is.
Yes,
Quinton
but
poked his head in, saw them, and went,
You're balancing out there. All right. There's also this strange pillar. Actually, sorry, wouldn't be that big. This would be about this sized,
Smarter.
and it would be here. But
Investigate
yeah, like a
the
small 5-foot
mi-
pillar, which seems to be attached to magical runes moving across the floor to a runic circle of some kind.
Right. Can I do some investigating and see, like, what the deal is with this?
Sure. So you investigate the pillar. DC 12.
Arcana or
You can use Arcana or Investigation.
Arcana?
Oh,
Nice.
dang.
So the pillar seems to light up as you touch the obsidian top of it. There is something written in Dwarven that is flashing.
I read Dwarvish.
It says, power not fully charged. Power source needed,
Right.
or pillars need charging.
All right.
You would note that the pillar does have some kind of cubby hole in it that might be used for putting a power source into it. Not that you have one.
No, I was just gonna say, could these crystals be used as a power source?
The light crystals? I don't think so. They probably just light the room.
No.
Now this group doesn't have a power source, right?
No, I don't
Okay.
think so. Oh, hey, what about that? Could we use Do you remember that fireball that we have in a glass bottle?
Oh no.
Can we use that?
You don't know if that's meant to be a power source as much as an explosive.
A powerful explosive, perhaps.
Yes.
It has power in it. I mean,
At least Charlie would point to those chests. Are those the same obsidian boxes that we'd seen?
Yes,
the-
these are indeed the same type.
Let's say look more of those puzzle boxes.
Right.
I-
Maybe they
I-
have the maybe they have the power
No,
source in them.
no, the statues.
No, wait. What about? Do you remember the fireplaces that were illusions, and you had to do the runes to open it? We never opened any of them, did we? What did we get from them?
I thought it was like spell scrolls and shit. And potions.
If you give me a moment.
'Cause I'm wondering, like, if we did the other one, would that give us a power source?
Lyra says, well, whatever we do, we should be careful. We don't know if these are golems and if they're guarding this place.
Could we could is there any way to know if these are golems? I mean, I feel like it's safe to assume.
So
but...
you could probably assume they're magically enchanted because the ravages of time have not affected them.
Yeah.
Whether or not they're golems, that is very hard to tell just by looking at
Oh,
them.
guys.
They could just be decorations.
Panels in the back of the fireplace. Quentin notices in snake form. Kai translates. Elise investigates. 3 pressure plates. Certain order? Question mark. Another panel opens on top of the fireplace. Leather bundle. Magic trap. Lyra dispels it. It's a robe. A strange looking robe. Eye embroidery. It's definitely magical.
Yeah, so that one
Yeah.
was
Oh, that
opened.
was the yeah.
The robe of eyes. That
I
down
feel
No,
like we
The fireplace.
I
is
feel like we
normal, no
investigated
secret.
the other one. I feel like we investigated the other one, but there wasn't anything in there.
Yeah, that's what this last thing was. Fireplace is normal,
Okay.
no secrets.
She says, well,
All right. Well,
I'll say
will-
any of you can do an Arcana check to maybe know something here. DC is 15.
Should not be me.
No,
Luck.
Any of you can make a
myself.
check.
just do it. Just do it, Charlie.
I mean, yeah, sure, I'll throw one out there. You said
do it.
Oh, Arcana.
Yeah, Arcana.
Okay, here goes.
Yes,
Wow.
Quentin.
Oh, look at that.
19.
What did I
so
say, Charlie?
Both no one and Charlie wonder if maybe without the power source in the pillar, maybe both pillars need to be, or sorry, the power source in the pedestal here, maybe both the pillars outside need to be powered for this to work, like with the demi unit.
I'll go back.
Lyra
Take-
says, "Well,
take
why
the-
don't
Walk
take
back.
why
the
don't
fireball.
why don't I go back? I can also use cantrips.
All right.
The
Well,
group
and why
might
don't we
need
open
you
up
in
these
case things
boxes?
Don't go
Guys,
well
we could throw the fireball at it.
at the
I'm not-
pillar."
We're not wasting a
Yeah.
fireball on something that you can do with a
We're not-
cantrip.
Yeah, we're not wasting a grenade.
Lyra says, well, we have the skeleton too, but I mean, I'm guessing we should probably save that.
Yeah.
Of course, she wants to.
Here,
stay for
I'll, she says,
experimentation.
it's okay. I'll go power it. I'll give you guys as much time as you need.
Well, can I try opening up these boxes?
Just before she
Last
does that?
time when Kai
Should
took
I?
the book, the statues activated. Maybe don't do that.
I'm just wondering if, like, they're here for a reason. I'm wondering if these are where the power sources are.
Are we?
Well, the other question is,
Are we
will the golems come
authorized?
awake to that power?
Do we have permission to do that stuff, or do only the room masters?
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
you,
we should.
you would.
Maybe we'll wait for Demi and ask
That's true,
Demi
you could ask her.
when she comes back.
All right, so Lyra is going to leave the area, going back into the halls of Tarsus, and a few minutes later, the which you assume is the hollow point, this little pedestal with the obsidian top lights up, and you see there is a handprint there.
Oh,
Is it a dwarf-sized hand?
It just looks medium, like any humanoid could put their hand on it. Dwarf humanoid, whatever.
Demi,
Elise?
are you here? What
There
were you
is a
doing?
wink of energy as a small glowing orb appears, and she says, "I am indeed. What can I do for you, Elise?"
Do I have permission to open up these obsidian boxes?
She says, "The boxes are property of the Rune Masters, and only they are allowed to open them. Opening them without permission could result in golem attack."
sometimes,
All right.
sometimes I'm not that stupid.
I'm not saying you're stupid. Where can we find the energy sources needed for the hollow point?
Says there are no current energy sources within the halls of Tarsus, at least none that I have been made aware of.
And what happens
Generally
if I put my hand
speaking,
on?
the Rune Masters use shadow crystals or stored energy from spells to power the halls.
And
Or
what
sorry,
happens if I
he would
place my
call
hand
it
on?
soul crystals, not shadow crystals.
What
or
happens
she-
if I place my hand on the hollow point?
She says the handprint is a way to connect to the hollow point directly. You will be able to access the information bank within the halls of Tarsus and more directly communicate with me. Though being a guest here, your options are limited within the
And?
hollow point.
Can I use the hollow point to lower the force field?
Wall of
Of
force.
course.
She says
Wall of force.
that is something outside of your abilities right now as a guest. Defenses must be accessed by at least a level 3 tier rune master within the hollow point.
Become a level 3 tier rune master.
That is not something I can grant. It must be rewarded by the rune masters. Permissions cannot be given by this demi unit. Shocks us. What an interesting way to do magic.
Can I roll for deception and claim that I am a level 3?
So you could say that to her. You don't. Well, it seems like this demi unit is more of like a mechanical construct. You're not sure you can deceive it. It's probably looking for a certain like signature on you, like something magical that you might be granted, or maybe like a ring or some kind of symbol that would identify you as being a someone with permissions.
So, we need
I
the
just
ring
realized-
that is inside the force that we can't get.
Demi, what happens if we destroy the pillars?
This is not recommended, as the explosions from the release of energy would be possibly fatal, as well as taking out the ability to power this place without a soul crystal.
I understand.
The halls of
But
Tarsus.
where can we find a soul?
Oh, go ahead.
Where can we find a soul crystal?
I'm sorry, I don't have information on this.
I think the soul crystal is just another way to power it up like we already are.
Yeah.
That is correct, Demi.
All
I'd
right.
say.
Okay. Well, I think the best thing that we can do is try. I guess I will place my hand on the pillar.
All right. So you all would see as she places her hand on the pillar, her eyes turn white, and suddenly you are floating in what appears to be space with stars all around you. A moment later, a glowing orb winks into existence and says, Elise, welcome to the hollow point of the halls of Tarsus. How can I assist you?
I would like you to lower the force fields around in the Hall of Tarsus, please.
Says, I'm sorry, but you don't have permissions for that. Mostly, the only things I can do for you are give you access to our virtual libraries, as well as direct you to other informational sources available to guests.
What other informational sources are available to guests?
So at this point, now that you're in here, you would notice something odd. The stars that you originally thought were just stars are actually small runes that are kind of glowing, and they're not as far away as you thought. Or maybe they are, or maybe they are and are not at the same time. But you think you might be able to manipulate these runes to do something with your arcana.
Can I test it out? Like, what can I manipulate?
Do you want to try to manipulate them a little?
Sure.
So give me an Arcana check. This kind of reminds you of the puzzle boxes you did. DC 12. All right. So you start manipulating the runes, and you start seeing more options that you can maybe manipulate and give yourself abilities within this place. It looks like you can give yourself permissions, raise your access level and other types of magical what's it called? Magical allowances.
Access code.
Yeah, kind of like access.
Oh, I'm doing that. I'm gonna try to
All right.
raise my access levels.
Give me another Arcana check, DC 15. All right. So you are manipulating these runes. Demi is just floating there, and she would say, "It appears you are going against the system's wishes by automatically changing the way this, changing your access level. This is not recommended, as the rune masters will know what you're doing, and there is a punishment for doing such a thing. Please discontinue what you're doing."
Sure.
Disregard.
You just ignore
I'm
it.
gonna. Yeah.
All right. So you want to finish up and give yourself level 1 access?
I'd like to give myself level 3 if possible.
Well, you can get to level 1 for now.
All right. We'll start with level 1.
So you gain several abilities. The ability to seal and close doors, seal and open doors within the compound like normal doors. And you can also now kind of bring up an illusionary display of the entire dungeon. Demi would say, you have done what I've asked you not to do. You are a dirty, evil cheater person, and I hate you. Please leave this place.
Oh my god.
Bitch.
Demi went petty.
Jeez, that turned.
And they programmed that into her as well.
Wow. Okay.
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna try to give myself level 2.
So level 2 seems a bit more complicated. You're thinking it might take anywhere from a half hour to an hour in here.
Okay. Can I communicate with people out? Can I communicate people out on the outside, or
How would you
do I have to let go? I don't know. You tell me. Can I just talk?
You've been talking to Demi. You're not sure if anyone hears you outside.
Right.
Do I hear her?
No, you guys wouldn't.
I know
hear
she
any of
would
this.
know, but
Okay.
Hey, Flintwing, do me a favor. Ask her how
Can I
she's doing
draw
in her
stuff
head.
on her face?
No, not yet. Can you ask her
Draw
how she's
stuff on
doing
her
in her head,
face.
please?
He flies over and starts drawing stuff on her face.
Can you ask her how she's doing?
Yeah, give me a minute, he says.
What a
Uh,
rat.
He has like a little.
I'm not
Go
condoning
stay, bud.
this.
Go stay.
I'm-
None
I'm
of you,
not
none of you can see him.
Sorry,
None of
what'd
you can
you
see him.
say,
He's
Charlie?
invisible.
He said, "I'm not condoning this, but aside
Ooh,
from
I
that,
also
I think a
interested.
monocle would be perfect."
Oh, that's true.
Oh my
and he
God.
puts like a little monocle on her face. It's like gives her a mustache.
Kukulu helps Flintlock with this.
I
All right, so yeah, you
do
have
not
no
think they
idea
can
if you're
help
able to communicate with them.
Will you
Well-
just ask her in her head how she's doing?
Fine, jeez. Hey, Elise, can you hear me? And yes, you do hear Flintwing.
Do you feel
Yes,
anything
I-
strange on your face?
He
Do you
says,
feel anything
"Are
weird?"
are you okay?" Your eyes just turn white, and you're kind of standing there.
Yes, I'm okay. I've managed to get myself level 1 access. I'm working on level 2.
All right,
It may take me a while.
we're just waiting out here for you, and we definitely aren't messing with you in any way.
All right. Do not touch the boxes.
All right.
Just don't touch anything. Keep an eye on Kuklu. Make sure she doesn't touch anything. I will keep working on this.
All right.
She's
So-
helping and drawing on her
Yeah,
face.
she meanwhile is just like drawing little stars and stuff on her
Hey.
cheeks.
That's
Flintwing
hilarious.
is doing what Karen. Flintwing's doing what Elise asked. He's keeping Cuckoo from touching the boxes. Just happens to be drawing all over Elise.
So give me another Arcana check, DC 17.
if
Could
that's
I also
really-
ask Flintwing to ask Patchwork to cast Enhance Ability
I
on
was
me?
about to ask if Flintwing told us what Elise told us, because then I would have just done that anyway.
So he would have just told you that she's working on something in there. But I don't think you can contact him. You'd have to drop your connection to go talk to them. He'd have to contact you, and I think then you can only respond.
No, but Flintwing can tell Patchwork what Elise told him.
Oh yeah. No, Flintwing did tell you everything that she said. So
then
you're
I
gonna
will
cast.
walk over to Elise and cast Enhance Ability to give her whatever. Is it Fox's Cunning? I don't know.
All right.
Yeah,
So
I think
you
it's Fox's
spend
Cunning.
The
a
intelligence.
first level spell to give her Fox's Cunning, which is
second.
advantage, or sorry, second level spell, which is advantage on intelligence checks.
Quentin, would you like to give her guidance?
Guidance
Oh, I'm good
wouldn't.
staying out the room.
Guidance wouldn't work. It takes too long. Like guidance is only for like a minute or less. You can't do it for like hour-long projects. But enhance
look at
ability would
Patchwork.
work.
Her head's been replaced by the lamp.
Yeah. All right. So you are attempting an Arcana. Luckily, you did have that guidance. You actually feel yourself suddenly like become kind of smarter as the
Smart.
spell affects you. You're taking time doing this, and Demi would say, once again, you're a terrible person and no one likes you. Please leave this place.
Yes, I'm very aware.
Think
Please.
about this seems wrong. I'm not there, but I'm just saying. Think about this seems wrong. Demi's acting very petty considering she's not petty.
Yeah, well, you don't know that.
I'm breaking the rules.
I'm not there. I
She's
know.
allowed-
I'm not.
Gladys.
So, yeah, you would finish gaining second level abilities, which give you kind of a listing of kind of what's in the rooms. You do notice a couple of demons within the sealed room. What else would that give you? It would give you access to some more of the information within the hollow point here, and it would give you permissions to use the teleporter. You would now notice that there
Useful.
are there are probably about 50 symbols on the screen for different teleporters. All of them are red except for 2 of them which are orange and 1 which is green. Give me Arcana. DC, I'll say 12. Alright,
How
so
many teleporters was that?
you think that the red
50.
ones are destroyed, the yellow ones are
50?
unpowered, and the green ones are active.
All right. And can I tell where the green ones are?
Sorry, 50 in total, but one of them is yellow and one of them is green.
2 of them
Two
are
are
yellow.
yellow.
So
Two
the
yellow.
What?
or sorry, the
She was green?
you that's right. You read Dwarven, right?
Yes.
So one of them is marked as Halls of Tarsus. That's the green one. One of them is marked as Vaults of Vaults of Kultora, which is yellow, and then the Alcavian Labs, which is also yellow.
Interesting.
Or wait, sorry. Well, yeah, it would be marked as yellow, which you assume
Okay.
means unpowered.
Yeah.
Though you would
All right.
remember that the other demi unit said it was blocked, so maybe yellow just means inactive.
Mm-hmm. All
What
right.
do you want
Right.
to do?
Well, try to get level 3, I guess.
All right, so
Patchwork.
for yeah,
I was like, Patchwork. Well,
Yes.
actually, at least, did you tell us that it needed soul crystals to power it?
No, magical.
No.
That's just fine.
all right.
Sorry, which
No, I didn't say
You
that
never told us.
specifically.
GM, could you
Okay,
write
then I
in
wouldn't.
chat
Then I wouldn't have said
which
that. I wouldn't say
one?
this. Okay.
But you
Um,
heard that it.
Hang
it
on, let's
needed
let
soul
Patchwork
crystals.
finish. What were you saying, Patchwork?
Could you write the names of the yellow ones in chat?
Oh yeah, sure.
Thank you.
You
I say
heard that it
because
needed
if I
soul
okay, because
crystals.
if I know that, then I am going to. I'm going to say this. Why would the Halls of Tarsus be powered by soul crystals, considering that the whole civil war for the Dwarven Empire was caused because of them using soul crystals? Like, why would Demi be saying they're going to refer us to the authority if the whole point of using soul crystals was banned by the authority? It makes no sense.
But that's what the colors are.
Thank you.
So, as you're starting to get into level 3, and as like Quentin's having this conversation, there is suddenly a flash of light. Give me a wisdom save, DC 20.
Ooh.
I have to crit to get this, so
You got inspiration?
You certainly
Oh,
crit.
I-
So you are
You said
flooded
crit, you never
by
said-
like
That's
this
funny.
weird psychic feedback as you are jaunted back into reality, taking 26 psychic damage. And the once again the pedestal is now blinking as if it doesn't have power anymore.
ouch.
A
Fuck.
moment later, you would hear footsteps as Lyra comes back. She says, "What's happening? I was powering the thing, but I didn't hear from anyone. Are you all okay?"
Ouch.
Oh,
Lyra, damn it.
Elise is like bleeding out her ears and nose, like,
Damn it. Why did you stop?
no one said anything. Did I do something wrong? I just came
How-
back.
how-
Yes.
How is anybody going
I was there for
How
like
would
an hour
anyone
and a
say
half.
anything?
I don't know. One of you could have come over and told me what was going on.
Oh right, I forgot about that.
It's like, what, did you
outside
just
of
want
the
me
game,
to
I
stand there
forgot-
all day? I don't know what's happening.
Yes.
Also, it's
I will
creepy
lay
over
on-
there.
Sorry.
I will lay on hands, heal for 20 hit points.
Alright, so you channel your magical healing energies, and Elise is feeling a little bit better. Her eyes aren't bloodshot, and her nose is no longer bleeding.
While Lisa is present, I'm going to say what I just said to Patchwork to her and everybody else, and just be like, I don't all that thing about not getting it and Civil War for a Soul Gem.
Lyra would say, well, this place is, wasn't it lost to some kind of invasion? It seems like the Rune Masters never repowered it, so maybe that happened before the whole thing with the soul crystals. Maybe they
Yeah,
were
but
still
the
using
Soul
them.
Crystals but it was a big scandal. Like, when it came out, like, there was massive upheaval. Dwarven noble families were thrown aside. It's not something you'd build in an architecture that you'd make a power source that the computer system, well, the sentient system would refer that you need if it's something that's banned.
She says,
That's
that's
like
a good
going
point.
around saying that
Quentin.
the temple's powered by blood magic.
She says maybe
Quentin.
maybe someone else has been using these then. Maybe someone has changed
Perhaps.
the programming. She thinks.
Or perhaps we just or perhaps like we haven't seen any cities. We've seen laboratories, right? Perhaps, and it seems like these rune masters have run these places with quite a tight ship, like very tightly. It's perhaps this was like a big grave secret that they kept for a long time. We don't know. We're not. Nobody was there. There's no way to know exactly what happened.
Well, it is an
We
interesting
can only
question,
assume.
Lyra says. Also, again,
It just
Elise, I'm
is.
sorry I zapped you. I certainly didn't mean to.
We should have.
No,
told
it's
you
just feels-
we were.
I'm sorry for yelling. It hurt, and
Wait.
I was
What were you
close.
doing in there for so long?
I was hacking the system and getting more
Also, you're
Privileges.
feeling a strange sensation on your face, as if someone was poking at it.
Kuklu kind of just starts giggling.
Just
Just
giggling.
watch. Just kind of backs up a little bit. Like, ooh, ooh.
I'm gonna say Elise's
Right.
insight's not great, so she won't notice.
Everyone
Um,
laughing at
well,
me.
Right, fine. Then, are you look?
Look.
I don't think going back in there hacking the system's a good idea. But if you're gonna go do it, I'll go power up the other column,
Well,
and I'll stay there
I'm-
until you come get me.
she says I can.
Look, if I can get
Sorry, go
if
ahead.
I can get level 3 access, we can tear down the force fields.
Well, Lyra
I-
says I'm.
It only lasts for an hour, even when with concentration. Would that have turned?
Yeah,
off
that
by
would have
now?
wore off by now, because that took an hour to do.
I thought it took half an hour.
Then I will.
It was like
recast it.
between a half hour and an hour, but it did end up taking an hour.
All right.
Uh,
Do I know kind of like how long getting
if-
3rd level access would take?
So you are guessing it would be about the same, probably between like a half hour to an hour. 4th level might
Uh-huh.
take a little longer, and 5th level you have no idea.
If
Ah.
you want to attempt 3rd level again, I will recast Enhance ability on you.
I think this is a.
I mean, I think this is the way to go. I mean, if I can get 3rd level access, I can take down the force
Yes.
fields.
And
Well,
yeah,
I'll go power the
probably
column.
well,
the
like
only
I
one of us
said,
that can do this besides Lyra.
Quentin, I can do it. They might need you here. I just didn't know what was happening, so I wanted to check. But
Apologies that we did not contact you. I think we were all worried about Elise.
that's fine. Why don't I'll go do that, and you all just let me know every hour or so that everything's okay.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
You go.
We can do
I-
that.
Yeah.
she smiles. And
As she
says,
goes, Quentin just says under his breath to just be like, "She's got eyes bigger than her belly."
I mean, if you want, I can go into the Hollow Point and take the risk. She says I'm quite versed at the arcane.
No.
But you would have
No.
to reach 1st and 2nd level, and Elise already has those now.
Ah, that is true. All right, I'll leave it to
You
you, then,
go, you
Elise.
Oh,
I'll go check on the other pillar, make sure the one that was charged by the explosions, make sure it's not like running low, if I can even tell.
It's
Sure.
hard to say, because the pillars, like, at least from what I guess you didn't see with the cantrip, but yeah, I mean, it's still glowing the same.
Did you maybe we could just re-up it with the skeletons? Explode
I
the
could do it.
skeletons because we don't know how long that'll last.
Kuklu's
I'm
gonna
ass-
go and blow up the other corpses.
Okay, I'll back you up.
Lyra said, Lyra would say, well, we could also use those for the other room, then I wouldn't have to stand there. Although I guess we don't know how long it lasts. All right, go ahead, blow them up.
We don't.
So to be safe, Kuklu heads over, and you would hear hee when another big explosion.
Just hear maniacal laughing down the hall.
Yeah, just a bunch of blasting.
Quentin's gonna
noises and
say, "I prefer
explosions.
to when she had a drinking problem."
Kuklu just
Yeah.
comes back and you just see her like skipping along. Just da-da-da-da.
I love her. I love her.
Carefully
Alright.
skipping over the pit.
Carefully skipping
Um,
over that.
Yeah. All right, so Lyra would just shrug and say, "All right, I'm back on second pillar duty. I just hope no undead show up." And she's gonna head over there.
Does
So the sigh.
does enhance ability require a certain range to the target?
No, once it's like any concentration spell. Once the spell is cast, you can be anywhere. I think you can even be on a different plane, as long as you're someplace where magic functions. You can
Then-
concentrate on a spell.
Then once I have cast the spell on Elise, I will join Lyra up north because I'm worried about her. She's squishy.
No, Patrick. No, you stay.
She's pissy.
It's better for you to stay because if people go down, you're better at healing. If anyone's gonna go, I'll go.
Oh, all right.
I
I'm just
can get
Shock
back
worried
says,
about her being alone here.
why don't I just go? Shock says, I'm not needed here. Maybe Flintwing. The
Alright.
three of us could go. Where is the little scamp anyway?
Either
Flintwing's
one.
I'll show you
Flintwing,
the
do you want to go with them?
scamp.
do you wanna
Sure,
go?
I can go with them if you want. I'm
Oh,
done
right.
drawing
Alright,
on
just be
Elise's
safe.
face, so I'm bored now.
Be safe.
Was that
Don't
telepathically?
do anything stupid.
Yeah, that's telepathic.
Yeah, this is a talking telepathically. Me and Flintwing always talk telepathically.
I don't know if Flintwing
I know, I
speaks
just
You
wanna-
very
common.
rarely. Flintwing does. Flintwing
Oh, he
does speak
does?
common. He
Okay.
also speaks Draconic and Sylvan, as well as telepathy. So,
Gotcha.
and
Alright.
his telepathy, he doesn't matter if he speaks the language; they automatically understand him. So,
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. For telepathy, they would. But that said, it is after 2, so we might want to stop here and continue this next
Can we?
time.
Can I just get? Can I just
No.
get third level,
No,
please?
no, because
Please?
if something happens, that's going to be a whole other thing. So let's
Alright.
do MVP votes, and we'll save this check for next time.
And I will. Can I already recast enhance ability?
Why don't we save that just so like,
yeah, I'd hold off on it until she at least goes in.
yeah, just so like we can.
Okay, I've written myself a note
Okay.
with multiple exclamation points things.
All right. I got 2 votes. 3, 4, 5. All right. It was kind of close, but Elise with 3 votes, you're MVP.
Well,
damn.
Kuklu in a close second. 2 votes.
All right.
So
Why me? I was just being an idiot.
Let's roleplay.
Oh, that's
good.
all it takes.
Like idiot.
That's all it takes.
That's solid roleplay.
it
What are you-
didn't get
what are you saying?
disintegrated. That's what counts.
Excuse me, that thing almost hit
It's
me.
either MVP or dead. And you chose MVP. Well, actually, no, at least
I got-
MVP, but you know.
I got almost turned to dust and to stone. What do you mean?
Well, if she had stepped
you
forward,
guys
she
have no
actually would
idea.
have been turned to dust.
Right.
Unless she
Oh,
made the
Yeah,
death
either
save.
one of you would have.
And also, I couldn't have brought you back from disintegrate because that either takes wish or true resurrection, and I
Yep.
can't do both.
Yeah, so
I
that would have
can't
been
do neither.
bad.
So I would have just
I
been.
just knew if you'd have been hit by the flesh to stone, you'd have been fucked.
Well, that's
Oh,
a little
yeah.
bit more doable than disintegrate.
Is
No, I
less
think
a
'cause it's a greater restoration, which we don't have access to yet.
Greater restoration.
But greater
Oh, yeah.
restoration is better than wish or
Yes.
true resurrection, which is like
Yes.
level
Very,
7.
very true.
Anyway, hope you all had fun.
No.
Um,
No, that inspiration will come in use next week.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, we
Seven.
can continue the story next time.
Yeah,
And can you
there's
message-
something
Can
fishy
you
about
message
this.
me the ideas? Can you message me the things that Elise can do now with the levels of access? The list,
I have it in my notes if you.
because I was listening.
Sure you were.
I think I can use the I can use the hollow points. I can see models of things. I think I can open doors.
Yeah.
You can
And-
open doors, you can see models, you can activate the
doors.
teleportation.
You have
and I
in-
can
Yep.
see
access to
what's in
knowledge.
rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, go ahead.
And plus, I have Demi being a little bitch.
Were you saying something?
I don't
Charlie?
think it's Demi.
Yeah, it wasn't anything
Sure.
important. Just Patchwork. You should let me know what you think of that class I sent you.
Like what?
I sent you a PDF of a class I
Oh.
bought. It's just a it's not like an official class, but it's a gunslinger class. I think it's super cool.
So
Bless
the
you.
other thing I
Bless
was
you.
going to mention,
Thank you.
we are
That's
still looking for a 6th player. I've been keeping an eye
There's-
out, but if anyone knows anyone that might want to join, like, let me know. Just because it's always better to have friends like than randos if we can help it.
Yeah.
So
I also found
I only
a
know the
Warlock
old people.
Gunslinger subclass that's pretty great.
you only
You
know the
should-
old people, you
should
said?
You should poke Moonbiter again.
Yeah,
Hmm.
maybe I'll poke at him. Although I'm guessing he would have got in touch with me if he could. Last time I spoke to him, he was hinting like sometime next year, which is not doesn't inspire
Oh,
confidence.
next year. I thought it. No, that doesn't. I
Yeah.
thought he said fall.
He said fall, but then he kind of changed it last time because he said he was really busy. So
That sucks. I
yeah,
miss him.
so I don't think.
I
we
mean,
can...
in fact,
Yeah, I just don't think we can necessarily count on him coming back. But
No,
yeah, so if
I
anyone,
don't. But I can hope.
yeah, and I can poke him anyway. But yeah, if anyone knows anyone else who'd be interested, just let me know. Otherwise, I'll continue the
I was gonna say, like,
search.
out of curiosity, wouldn't a gunslinger warlock basically just be a hexblade just using a gun instead of as a ranged weapon?
And there's also invocations for that, like kind of like how the Seeker Warlock has the star chain, kind of like extra stuff for the Gunslinger one. It's like it's a homebrew from someone on YouTube. I just found by coincidence. It's kind of cool, but I prefer the fighter Gunslinger better.
Yeah, I actually, if I ever play a gunslinger, I want to someday eventually. I want it to be like straight up cowboy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like go all the way.
But the
Yeah.
build I have is variant human.